father's arm. Just like a blind and with no appetite, no love to cuddle up tight in the night, no one to hug up and kiss and treat you right, and just like a fire that burning desire for you and your lover to get back together, darling, I know this love is true. I don't know how much love I have left to do, but I know it's always sweet.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. News from the Street 919FM.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the Streets 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. TNT back on path for 700 to 900 daily COVID cases. HDC contractors say never again as they await late payments from the state. UTT and MIT staff are given assurance that their late salaries are on the way. And internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden announces $33 billion to help Ukraine in the war. And now the news in detail. The Ministry of Health has confirmed that Trinidad and Tobago is now recording 85% more daily COVID-19 cases on average when compared to 2 weeks ago. Tuesday's COVID-19 update announced 576 new positive cases and yesterday added a further 543. According to Minister of Health, Terence Dialsing, the increase could spell trouble for the future. Some contractors are vowing to never work for the state again, as they are owed millions of dollars from the HDC. The Minister of Housing is apologizing for the inconvenience, as the HDC is pledging to create a payment plan for the contractors in May. One contractor said the HDC now owes him over $1.3 million. He said after 17 years in the business, he's had to temporarily suspend operations and is now facing bankruptcy. Meanwhile, University of Trinidad and Tobago staff, as well as staff from the MIC Institute of Technology, are being given an assurance that their salaries are on the way. Education Minister Dr. Nayan Gaspidoli assured that the subvention checks have already been issued. The minister was responding to questions based on 2 internal memos, which similarly spoke of the late payments of salaries for the month of April sent out by both institutions. Staff was issued an apology for the delay with an indication that once the check is received, payments would be remitted to all identified individual accounts. Internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden is asking Congress for $33 billion in military, economic, and humanitarian assistance to support Ukraine, although he insisted that the U.S. was not attacking Russia. Mr. Biden said it was critical for U.S. lawmakers to approve the deal, which he said would help Ukraine defend itself. The proposal includes more than $20 billion in military aid, $8.5 billion in economic aid, and $3 billion in humanitarian aid. Although the U.S. has already announced help for Ukraine, the proposals are a significant ramping up of aid. And that was the 4 o'clock news on the Street 919 FM and online, Facebook and YouTube, recapping the headlines. TNT back on path for 700 to 900 daily COVID cases. HDC contractors say never again as they await late payments from the state. UTT and MIT staff are given assurance that their late salaries are on the way, and internationally, U.S. President Joe Biden announces $33 billion to help Ukraine in the war. To enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe, I am Vanessa Thomas. Miss Aisha Wells, the Queen of Talk, she's up next.
From the street. News from the street. 919fm.com.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Roger Garraway and his community of creatives present The Royal Exhibit, a 3-day art exhibition, Wednesday, April 27th to Friday, April 29th, Queens Park, Savannah. Daily start time, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. under the auspices of the MP for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolly. The greatest and finest pieces ever witnessed by local artists in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display for purchase. Come to this wonderful event and walk away owning a masterpiece that can be displayed in your home or passed down for generations to come. Roger Garraway has now made his mark on the international market, breaking barriers and setting the standard high. He and his group of friends will wow you with their out-of-this-world pieces. This event cannot be missed. You can also enjoy the opportunity to browse and purchase fantastic one-of-a-kind handmade art and craft pieces created by local designers from the community. Special guest appearances by Patrice Roberts, Michael Edwards and friends, Iwer George, Roxanne Lane, Gracie, and Joey Rivers and his band. Food and drinks on sale. Secured parking for all vehicles and all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Special thank you to the Member of Parliament for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gatsby-Dolly.
Reset expectations.
Babe, summer's coming up. We really should start planning the real vacay.
You mean the one after we take a break with the kids?
We can hear you.
Start planning your getaway trip with Caribbean Layaway's 0% interest and flexible payment plan.
One thing for sure, flying Caribbean is the way to go.
It's no fun without us, right? Mom? Dad?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
For everything you do, Caribbeans, we got you.
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Share the live.
Share the live.
The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram.
Share the live.
Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
It's so easy.
The next one's there.
Hey, ha. Boy, I'm in I can't take back here. Did you give me now your cool here? Let me tell them how the thing goes. How the thing goes. Okay, okay. Chevy make a tamua. Say my picking go join God. You want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get it, you the wrong, get it, enough with drink with a chop cup. Hey, so you see how the thing goes? How the thing goes? Oh, you tell them who blend you. And who. All right, take it easy, and let's play from behind the white. Okay. No, we can't use. Go school, you go the time tools. And all the parameters that you want to farm to. See, even your papa not to save you. For all the cannabis when they pick it down to. Man, all the niggas don't find you. Because that nigga will you play on my don't move. Oh boy, don't move. Ha, hey, come on, let's go. Chevy make a tamua. Say my kid go join God. Ha, you want to bamba? You wanna G with the big boys? Now you the wrong, get it, you the wrong, get it, off with drink with a drop cup. Ha! Hey, Jabba, you see how the thing goes. I said, tell me who blamed you. And who. Okay.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. The Street 919 FM. Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com. The Street 919 FM.
Some people say Christianity boring, but no. Tell them I can't agree. Who wanna say that? Tell them to stay far from me. Cause who could I enjoy themselves like with nobody? Nothing like a gospel party. Clean fun all the time, even on a beach line. Nobody exposed the bikini line. Cause when they raise our hands to the ceiling, wearing nothing revealing, someone could expect them.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world. The Street 919FM.com.
From the top, 1, 2, 3.
meditation. Got to find some inspiration. Lord, got to raise my vibration so I could find a solution. Father, help me ease my mind, cause I'm telling you, sometimes I feel too done. But that voice in my head keeps saying, please be strong. The more I try to move on, the more I find I'm not strong. So that's why I know bad vibes is real. But I got my turn to feel, so I can't stay down there for long. I tell you, I gotta get up, stand up. I'm coming through like a bulldozer. So God come here to take over. Anything in the way is not done. Get up, stand up. I'm coming with the paint and powder to dash it in your face. Class it to the mouth of play. So they try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. Hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. Look on your try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. Hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands. They only watching me gram. Back when they see me happy and having real fun. Hoping I walk down the road one day and just fall down. That's how I know bad vibes is real. So you got to keep your mouth sealed. Ask the father to take the wheel. I tell you, you got to get up, stand up, coming through like a bulldozer. So God come here to take over. Anything in the way is not done. Get up, stand up, coming with the paint and powder to dash it in the face. Class it to the mouth of play. So they try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. Hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. Look on the try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. So hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands. Got to hold a meditation. Got to find some inspiration. Lord, yeah. Got to raise my vibration so I to find a solution. Sometimes I just feel alone when the night I come with a voice in me. So I gotta get up, stand up. I'm coming through like a bulldozer. Anything in the way will get mashed down. Yes. I gotta get up, stand up. I'm coming with the paint and powder to dash it in the face. Class it to the mouth of play. So they try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. Hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. So hold your hands on your corner. Look on the try to say no be a man for me, but I dash them way every day. I steal and pray. So I dash them way. So hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands on your corner. Just hold your hands.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. Ooh. If you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun. One nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's set till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up the same way. Let me wind up the same way. Party not same way. Ramage bingo like we come to play mass. Every creed and class. Don't let nothing pass. Like already TV, all the love inside away. You got an accent, but we're not really different. 99, 1% love to wine, represent. All that we want to see, happiness, prosperity. I for you and you for me. Cause if you cut me, you will see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun. One nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's straight till tomorrow night. Who feel the wrong? Who feel the wrong? Who feel the right? Who feel the right? Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up, same way. Let me wind up, same way. Party not stop. Ramaje bingo like we come to play mass. Every creed and class. Don't let nothing pass. Like a ready TV, all the love inside the way. Uptown and ghetto. Feeling the tempo. So current like so. It's party they like so. Soon as we land, fun is the plan. We like the jam, like the man bam. Waving we hand inside the band, we inside the band. And if you cut me, you go see blood. And if you squeeze me, you go feel the love. We are one people under the sun. One nation under the love. So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know. But it's straight till tomorrow night.
And who feel the wrong? Who feel the right?
Feel the right. Come and go. And all who feel the too bright. Let me jump up, same way. Let me wind up, same way. Party nuts.
So let me start off by saying a very special good afternoon to you, the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Top of the afternoon to those of you on the World Wide Web.
Same way. Same way.
Locking us down right now via our Facebook page.
Same way.
Good afternoon to Denise Reed, to Betty Springer, to Florence, Natalie Headley, Maria Lyons. Good afternoon to you. How you doing, Betty? Patsy Peter.
Yeah.
Eric in the background. Marcelin Ned.
If you cut me, you go see blood.
Good afternoon to Lisa Peter King.
You go feel the love. We are one people.
The entire crew on the inside. How you guys doing today?
One nation under the law. So who feel the black? Who feel the black?
So let me say good afternoon to those of you locking us down on YouTube. Sean Watson, how you doing? Kevin Williams, Farid Khan.
Who feel the right?
Same dude, 1979. Good afternoon to you, Rudy Trudy.
Let me jump up.
Diane Payne, Ian Bristol. Owen Cunningham and Al. Blue Diamond, how you doing, love? Those of you locking us down locally, regionally, internationally.
1%.
Say thank you so much for choosing me. I'm in your company today until 7 o'clock. So much is happening on the program today. We have a whole heap of guests on the inside.
And if you squeeze me,
today we're going to be talking with the executive, yes, the executive committee at Eastside Plaza in Port of Spain. They have a lot of information to give us. They're going to be with us in a short. And of course, we have some tenants of the plaza that we're going to be bringing to you today, as well as Len Capital Certificate steps in from 5. Money had to make. Wally Shoops in 4. Money had to make. Thursdays are completely gone on this show. So I know we're going to be jumping in the politics today. Yes, we have to get the politics in. How we go breed? How we go live? I'm going to open up the lines pretty early. Tell me what's making news in your world real quick before we jump into the interview stage of the entire thing. So link me now. 3420081. That's 3420081. 771-1791.
We are one people.
4665391. Get in quick. Speak now or forever hold your peace.
So who feel the black? Who feel the black? Who feel the white? Who feel the white? I don't know.
So the VNR show no longer on Facebook or YouTube because they get flagged for the type of music that they play. When they are on Facebook and YouTube, have a personal vendetta against the VNR show. They just throw down the entire live and we just lost days of it. So that's why they're no longer live on Facebook and YouTube. Caller, you live?
Yeah, pleasant good evening to you, Aisha. Well,
how you doing?
To you. I'm fine. You know, I just wanted to comment very briefly on yesterday. In terms of the perspective adopted by Ms. Felix in terms of that issue. Now, I don't know all the details, but I've been watching a trend taking place that when you come out or other people come out to raise issues, party issues that have some credibility. Some people, I don't know, I get the impression that some in the areas want to urinate in your face and tell it or call it rain, right? I'm not saying that you should spend an inordinate amount of time arguing these things. But it's difficult, leave it alone and move on from that and don't right? And I find that there are some things that need to be addressed, but not everybody who are PNM people will want to say yes to everything. You must be able to tell them something. So I've been observing that trend and I find it rather funny. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for sharing. Like, we heard some of your contribution, but we didn't hear all of it because you kept cutting and going. But from what I gathered from what you said is that you felt that the party needed a bit of opposition and that maybe myself and Miss Felix are doing damage control when it comes to certain issues. And I don't think that's what we did yesterday. I think what we did was put a very old issue that was already addressed to rest. I think what Sharon attempted to do is to tell us move on from this situation because we have bigger fish to fry. While I agree with you that there must be differentiating voices on issues in the party, I don't believe that trivial issues should be highlighted on social media because it doesn't augur well on persons who supposed to be on the same team. And I'm saying that to say the entire thing that happened yesterday was uncalled for because there was no reason for that situation to end up on Facebook. It got there because of one fella who can't have his way on the street 919 FM. And he thinks because he can't have his way, he should mash up the entire place. And where best to start with the mashup than by the queen of mashup herself. If I could take down she first, then I can do the rest. But the thing about me, people don't understand is that I personally don't care. I don't have any secrets in the closet, and if I have any, I will come out and tell you about it. Because that's just me. If my business out there and I pay it out there, nothing anybody else could say or do could affect me. I live my life in the public. Where's the most they go see? What have I ever done in my life that have not been done before? And may not be done after. And I won't be the first to do it, and I definitely ain't going to be the last to do it. And life goes on. So, while I hear you on that, I am of the opinion if we have bigger fish to fry, we shouldn't be fighting among ourselves. It just doesn't make any sense. So, if that is what you meant, that is what I also meant on the situation. I have had run-ins with people in the PNM, that's public knowledge. Sharon and I never used to see eye to eye in the last few years. But when it was time to address issues, we put the party first and our bacchanal after. And we put things in place. And who take it on me and she now? We take it on two thieves. If she have a thing, she call me. Have a thing, we call she. We try to link, we network, we connect. We make sure we put things in again. We link with this one, we link with that one, we link with chairman, we link with the youth league, we link with this one, we link with that one. And we put party motions in place. Because at the end of the day, we on the same team. You think everything I do, she go like? You think everything she do, I go like? But why get personal? And that's the problem with black people on a whole. We believe that we need to get personal with one another because we have a point to prove. And at the end of the day, the point we believe we had to prove in capitalizing nothing. It's not making any profit. It's not advancing us as a people. It's not advancing our causes. It's not taking us forward. And we just decided this time around, when we was building this team, because we knew where we went wrong in the past, and we know where we did not want to go wrong in the future. So we decided when we going forward now, you see all them little petty bacchanal man and makome woman thing, We're not going to let that affect us going forward. And that's how we rock in this rounds. We not no beef, we not no problems, we not no issues, we not no drama. People create drama where drama is not needed and necessary. And that's the problem with our people. And that is what Pastor Google is attempting to change with this new movement. Pastor Google is attempting to change the psyche of our people because we realize our people real small-minded. Our people like small talk. And our people don't know how to unite. And that's why we would stand behind Pastor Google 150% on this movement. Because what Pastor Google is saying has relevance and it makes sense. And the only way we could get from point A to point B is if we help each other get there. So while this one wants to talk about that one and who say who and Sharon say and Camille say and Penny say and Foster say, we could do without that. We not in the business of doing that. We in the business of highlighting injustice in this country, highlighting racism in this country, calling a spade, and assisting this government towards steering this country to good governance. Anything outside of that, we could do without. That too expensive for we. We ain't buying nothing that we can't pay for. We only want things that we could afford. All right, so I just wanted to put that out there. Let's see who else is on the inside. Let me get ready for our interview. I tell all you speak now, if ever, hold all your piece, eh? Quick and fast. I see some voice notes coming. Let me get them cleared up. All right, hold on. Let me do this.
Yeah, sure you're going. I just don't know what's going on with the fellow who gave up himself today. The fellow was accused of killing the police officer. Defamation of character is when you could sue and get money. I saw they call him in for an interview today. I want to know what's going on, if he will be let go after that. Well, I ain't seen a reason for them to keep in him, seeing that the autopsy come out. Right, so give me a little feedback on that, please.
Well, I have been monitoring that situation, which is a mad scene, because I and all show the man picture on here when the police put it up as the most wanted. Because, you know, I am in the business of giving people current affairs. So to hear the autopsy report came out, and now the man is no longer a suspect, he is in fact a witness, makes the entire situation a lot ticklish. I understand that all weapons used in the exercise is now at the Forensic Science Center awaiting ballistics. And I understand that the witness, because he's no longer a suspect, has turned himself in, and we wait to see how that situation is going to turn itself around. But as for now, mean how much to say, because this throws a light or a lack of credibility on the police's part. Because if they had found that man before that autopsy came out, all now his parents burying him. We would have heard about situations where he was armed and dangerous, maybe shot at the police returned fire. He was gone. There was a vigorous search for him until the autopsy, when we found out, hey, something in here, 1 and 1 in 2. So now the situation take a different turn, and we wait to see how this thing gonna play itself out. Let's see who's there. Caller, you live. Not ready. All right, yeah. Let's come here. Let's go again. Caller, you live.
All right, good afternoon, sweetheart. Good afternoon, Aisha.
Hey, boyfriend, you good?
Yeah, I ain't going nowhere, Aisha. I'm a bacchanal. What this play off? The tit for tat continuing. The bad talking and we have a bad talking culture. That's only African people. That's a Trinidad culture. A bad talking culture. I have no problem if I do something wrong. Bad talk, maybe you see the making up stories and the adding and the taking away and the subtracting and the dividing. Aisha, well. And people who know better are standing up right here and ain't saying nothing. That is what I have a problem with. But you can't get that if you have a bad talking culture in Trinidad. But Aisha Wells, you heard about the contractors, right, Aisha Wells? You heard about the contractors, right, Aisha Wells?
Who contractors is this?
Right. Aisha, these are the things that I say, I will be, you will be, I will I put in something together for November, right? Because I don't know where it's headed. I have a good idea because I'm in it over 25 years. Not as versatile as Sharon Felix, but I have a good idea, right? That medium and small contractor business supposed to be a brainchild of the P&M for small, young, black entrepreneurs. There have been 2 years. Those guys ain't getting paid. I know Miss Camille Robinson Regis, I know she's going to fix it. No, when you leave these fellas with a bitter taste in their mouth, right? The reality is, UNC will take that brainchild from Dr. Rowley, they're going to run with it if they come into power, and they're going to corrupt it, and they're going to give it to their friends and their financiers. And then we go come and we go cuss and we go this and we go that. But they're going to make sure that they're going to make sure that they is paid, they will be paid. They will make sure that they get paid. Right? These is all the issues that is leaving a sour taste in a lot of people's mouth. There are issues on the ground. And back and forth and badgering and badgerism and this one, that with this one, and we living in denial. Living in denial with it never fixed my situation. Right? It's facing reality and being truthful. And that project, that was a major disappointment. I heard on CNC3 last night on the news. Now I hear pressures just read it. And I hear the contractors, I say what they said? They don't want to pass a government again. So when Watson pass and touch them fellas, I saw in the corridor. And tell them fellas, boy, hey, we go pay all your boy. Give me a chance, boy. Right? I don't want to just want to EMBDU and all of that. Alright? Dying the court and nobody in no handcuffs. That's a different issue. These are the little things. What?
All right, boyfriend, call me back when we jump into the politics. I have some interviews to do. So, guys, you had your say. I understand what's making news in your will and what's on your mind, but I'm going to let you know what's on my mind right now as we get ready to jump into our interview stages of this entire program this afternoon. Let's go. Take me over, Robert.
Are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from foodstuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
Islands in the sun, islands in the fun. Welcome, one and all to the land of death. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone.
So I want to thank you guys for staying with us 39 minutes after the hour of 4 o'clock. We're going to get back to the talk, and more talk in a short while. I want to take the opportunity to interview the tenants executive of Eastside Plaza. They bring good tidings and greetings to you, the loyal listeners of the Street 919 FM. I want to say a very special good afternoon to you, and good afternoon to you and you and you and you and the entire tenants crew. Tell Trinidad and Tobago who they're talking with. Ladies first.
Jennifer Richards.
Put the mic a little closer to you, Jennifer. Thank you. Jennifer Richards, PRO of the Tenants Committee, and
Richard Oliver John, Secretary of the Tenants.
Richard, speak up a little bit.
Yes, I'm sorry. Richard Oliver John, I'm the Secretary of the Tenants.
Excellent, Richard and Jennifer. Thank you for coming in with us today. I know you bring us great tidings and greetings. Tell Trinidad and Tobago what's happening at Eastside Plaza.
Plenty. Plenty, Aisha.
Plenty.
Good things too.
Good.
Thank you for having us. Aisha.
You're welcome.
We appreciate your time. Yes, Eastside Plaza is here to launch our Mother's Day event.
Oh.
And we're excited because there's a lot to look forward for.
Excellent.
Yes, there's a lot to look forward to.
So you guys are honoring mothers for the month of May?
Yes.
Tell us a little more about that, Richard.
Well, it's not. Well, it's primarily mothers, but we are welcoming everyone because the events that we have in mind, though is centered on mother, family are also invited to take part. We have our activities are broken up into three main sub activities. The main one is a Mother's Day photo contest. We have set up a photo, basically a photo set.
Okay.
At the center of the plaza, and we are inviting people to come.
Members of the public.
Yes, so they can come and register. They can register as a group, as an individual, with their mother. But the center point of it is that they bring their mother and take out as many pictures of her as possible.
Aww.
Upload the best one to the POSSCL Facebook page.
Yes.
Where, along with others, it will be judged, and on the last day, which is the 7th, Saturday the 7th, we will be giving the
grand prize.
Grand prize to whoever it is that wins that.
Wow.
That's just one.
That's one.
2, we are having a week of fun and games. This is something, one of the things that we are famous for beside our emancipation shows.
Yes.
More to come on that. And we were supposed to start today, but we are still setting up today.
Gotcha.
So, say from Friday, Saturday, we're going to go out with start off with a real bang. We are going to start, letting people know what's going on and things. Saturday, we're going to start off. Every day, from 11:30 to 12:30, we are going to have some of the craziest, wackiest games you have ever experienced in your life, and we want to stream that also live on
the Facebook page. So you're telling me that I can come in the mall between 12 and 1. Let's just say I'm on my lunch break.
Yes.
I work around Port of Spain.
Yes.
And I come in and I could take part in these games.
Well, there would be a little criteria in...
Tell us about the criteria.
Okay. Well, first of all, it goes along with our Mother's Day, one of our Mother's Day giveaway. We have 2 of them. One of our Mother's Day giveaway where we have a chest with a gift in it. There's something we do every year. People come in, they buy a ticket, or a coupon, whatever you want to call it, and they will get an opportunity to guess what is going on there. Every day we give a new clue as to what it is, and also drawing on the last day. All right? So with the... Lost track for a second.
No, you go right ahead.
Right. So with that going on and the games going on, you will be called on. Anybody who has a chit that are going in, you paid for a chit, whatever it is, and you want to take part, we're giving you a chance to draw for it.
Okay.
By showing, you give you 15 seconds to draw a double 6.
Okay.
With a very large dice.
Wow.
So you draw that, we have you in line to take part in the game.
Okay.
From there, we have 2 more challenges for you.
Okay.
To go for that daily prize.
Wow.
Yes.
So you don't want to give us a little hint of what the challenge might be? A little jumping through hoop?
I can give you a hint. Okay, like for instance, we have one game that is called Paper Wings.
Paper Wings.
Paper Wings.
Interesting.
What you will be given 2 ribbons of crepe paper.
Okay.
Which might be about 500-600 feet long. And you will have to just flap your wings and wrap that paper around that arms as fast as you can, because you'll be competing against another person or other people. So you have to be the first one to wrap all that paper around your arms. That is just one part of the challenge.
So the fastest person?
The fastest person will get a chance to go on to the next round.
Oh.
Right?
So every round you win takes you to another round. Interesting.
The higher round may be something like a karaoke challenge. Karaoke challenge. Look how simple this is. We will start you off with, say, a soca beat.
Right.
95 beats per minute.
Right.
You give me something of a soca, you give me something of a soca. You get the person who fumble, out. And we go on now to the next one.
Wow.
But if those people manage to make it through that 1 minute
challenge,
it goes up to 115 beats. So instead of going, it will go
So you just had to ride it with him.
And once you beat it through that one, you're going fast, 136 beats per minute.
Wow.
So you have to think of what's
we're going in with his beats. We're going in with his beats. I love it. So in that way, that's just one day of activity. Yes. So people, Eastside Plaza, as of yesterday, I felt was buzzed with activity. I don't know if you didn't realize the mall was busy yesterday.
Yes,
I think it was busy today as well. People are coming in to sit on that chair. That chair is lovely. Whoever is responsible for that chair, I commend them. It's you. Yeah. If all you see the set is nice, the chair is nice, the backdrop is nice. It's really classy. Bring mom, put mom to sit on the chair and take photos along, and of course post it up on Facebook and tag POSSCL. Let us judge this photo, and you get a chance to win. And of course, those of you interested in playing the games, you need to come down to the plaza and of course register. Persons are asking, how do they register? Where do they go to register?
Well, you come down to the Eastside Plaza. According to what you're taking part in, you'll be directed as to what is your next step. Okay.
Someone is asking if there's going to be a treasure hunt.
Well, actually, no. It's better than a treasure hunt.
Better than a treasure hunt, Farid Khan.
It's better than a treasure hunt.
Jennifer, sorry. Go ahead. I know you were going to say something.
We also have one where you go to the shops,
right,
and you are entitled to an entry form.
Entry form.
Yes.
What is the entry form? Basically, after filling out, what do I do with it?
Well, there's a box provided where you put, for that particular part of this thing, you put it, you say you want to do your hair, and the hairdresser will give you a form, you fill it out,
right,
and you place it in the box, and that will be a random sweepstake draw on Saturday also.
Yeah. So I go and you can only register once, right? Like I can't go every day in a different shop and register.
Of course.
Really? So the more times you register, the better?
More chances you have.
Excellent. I know a lot of stores have specials on for Mother's Day. I know a lot of the hairdressers and barbers have specials on as well. When I tell you people, yes, Farid says he's loving the vibes. I am loving the vibes right now. The place opening back and Charlotte Street is a hub for activity, and Eastside Plaza is the center of the Bacchanal. So you need to come on down and take part in the festivities of the mall. People want to know, when is this running until, and when does it start?
Okay, well, officially we were supposed to start today, but we are still setting up today.
Got you.
So tomorrow will be more announcements, and Saturday will be a full launch.
Okay.
All right, of everything. That's when we're going to start the games. We're going to start. Well, I understand that some of these sweepstakes giveaways from the hairdressers already started giving out coupons.
Okay.
And they started filling up the box, and it will finish on the 8th.
On the 8th, that's going to be Mother's Day. 7, the day before Mother's Day. So let's just say it runs from tomorrow, the 29th of April to the 7th of May. Yes, go ahead, Jennifer.
We want to make it clear, it's not just the hairdressers will have those for, also the seamstresses.
Yes.
Right, and then the craft people. So we want everybody to come in. Everybody has a chance.
Let me say good afternoon to Glenn Thompson from Eastside Plaza. He's on the inside locked on and listening. Some persons are saying, I need to get down there. What time does the mall open and close? I want to take a picture with my mother on the chair. What time does the mall open and close? And do they have access to this stage at any time, or does it close off?
Okay, well, the mall opens at 9 o'clock and closes at 5.
Right.
What we would recommend that you either leave a message on the Facebook page or call 353-9879 and book a time. So
okay.
we wouldn't have a whole lot of people crowded
at the same time.
Because
let me put that number on the line. What's the number?
353
9879. That's 3539879, and you using this number.
And another number.
Oh, sure.
398-5117.
398-5117. And this is to book your seat on the chair.
Yes.
Great.
Right. It has to be done. We don't want,
too much people at the same time.
Also, you have 10 minutes to set up your area, because we give you a basic area. It's nice already.
Right.
If you want to take anything from that is additional there to use as props, you set up your area. You have 10 minutes to use the area, take out your pictures, and you could upload your picture at leisure.
Excellent indeed. Is there any other other information we need to let the public know before we open the phone lines?
Well, we want the public to know we're still following the COVID restrictions.
Yeah.
Right? We want people to know we really don't want the place to be too crowded around the chair. We want to maintain COVID standards.
Understood.
Right? Keep that in mind.
So we usually do our games and stuff to the front of the mall on Charlotte Street.
Yes.
But what we will be doing is starting there and then moving to the inside where we have more space.
Okay. Got you. So guys, feel free to call in and chat with both Richard or Jennifer. Our numbers here in the studio, 342-0081. That's 342-0081. 771-1791, 4665-391. And let me let you know, to take pictures on the chair is absolutely free, okay? There's a cost?
There is a registration.
Tell us about that.
Sorry about that, but there's a registration fee of $20 for that allotted
For that allotted time. Got you. Persons were asking if it's free. So no, it is not free. It is simply $20 for that allotted time. Caller, you're live. Go right ahead, caller. Sorry, I lost you. Feel free to call back. Joy Smith said, I'm very happy that Eastside Plaza is being recognized at 91.9. The vendors are being featured, and I love it. Thank you, Joyce. We're happy to have them. All right, yeah, so you guys feel free to call in and talk to either Richard or Jennifer. Don't forget, you need to call 353-9879 or 398-5117 to book your seat on the chair. It's just $20, but it's a really nice set, really nice stage, and you will love it.
You can have a look at what it looks like on the
CL's Facebook page. I'll go up and show it to them. Yes, caller, you're live.
Yeah, I just called to talk to the
Go ahead.
people on the station at the moment.
Yes, go ahead. They're hearing you.
This is pretty son.
We're not getting anything. Your page seems to be locked, Richard. Look. This content didn't come.
Yeah.
This one. Go ahead, we're hearing you.
Yes. I need to know down my radio. Okay. So I remember the first time I was doing this
we can hear.
the martial arts stuff.
Yeah, he's right here with us. That's Richard.
Yeah. So then so like I was thinking all the time, is it like a treasure hunt?
He wants to know if it's going to be a treasure hunt, if that's one of the games.
No.
It's not going to be a treasure hunt. It's more exciting than that, and we're not giving out too much information because we want you to come down to the mall.
Well, no, I kind of like the vibe.
You like the vibes, and I too. What day are you coming down? So I'll come down on that day where we go compete together.
Well, I'm from South, so I come North, so I really got a bounce at it.
So if you have to come down, it's going to be on a Saturday then.
I really the vibes on promoted. I think it's a good thing. I never, and I think it's a positive thing. And
yeah, the mall really opened back up after COVID with a bang. So listen, if you're coming down on a Saturday, I'm definitely going to be there. We go compete in the games together. I wonder if you can wrap your hands fast around the paper and thing, and then I can do that, and then we flip a dice, and it's going to be real fun. Let's just say it's just going to be a whole lot of fun.
You can rap more than me.
I can rap faster than you, boy.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome for calling. So guys, it's a beehive of activity. Just about a minute to go. Richard, Jennifer, closing comments.
We just want to encourage people to come out. Come out and support us. We are taking back our space after COVID. All right? Definitely. So come out, support us. We have a lot happening. We have a lot of things like, as I said before, so the seamstresses, hairdressers, supporters. We are local entrepreneurs trying to make it out here.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Richard, closing comments?
Well, yes, I also would like to endorse that. Come out, get your wacky on.
Yeah.
Right? If for those people who remember these activities at Eastside Plaza, come. It will be much more.
It's going to be much more. Sure.
And we want to remind people that we do have our emancipation celebration.
Yes, we're bringing them back closer to that, Jennifer. Don't let the cat out of the bag yet. That is the big finale. We can't get them that today. 17 seconds, guys. Just a minute, hold on. We're getting ready to wrap up this interview. When we come back after 5, we're going to have Land Capital certificates on the inside. And after that, we have some tenants from the mall for you. So don't go nowhere. Packed program.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You ready? Let the pumping start, 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 start. Let the whining start, 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 start. Let the jumping start, 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 start. Take it up. You, like flowers blossom in spring. Carnival and free fun days. Oh Lord, it's joy and love the warmth of the season brings. You see it? Carnival and free fun days. Whining like an animal. Oh Lord, it's bacchanal. I could never be the same. Sipping on strong chemical. After all this is over, I'll see you. Look, if you come to fed, I come to fed. She come to fed, we come to fed. Oh now we have to sign and this and ready to. If you come to fed, start to chip like you're Juve right now. Start to jump, jump up. Start, 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 start. Let the drinking start, 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 start. Let the bumping start, 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 start.
Well, well, well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontt@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
You are invited to join Pastors Morris and Agnes Johnson of the Church of the Firstborn Assembly Miracle Center, located at number 399 Eastern Main Road, Guayco in Sangre Grande, for the old-time gospel hour all-night prayer. This and every Friday evening on the Street 919 FM from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. Designed with you in mind, this program deals with today's issues from a biblical perspective. You will also be given the opportunity to call in and interact with us. Micah 6:8 says, He hath showed thee, O man, what is good and what doeth the Lord require of thee, but to justly and to love mercy and walk humbly with thy God. Your financial support through the First Citizens Bank will be greatly appreciated. Account number 795-222. For further information, call 753-1113 or email us at church668hope@gmail.com.
Join the winning team with Pastor Alkaline John every Monday from 10:05 a.m. to 11 a.m. and every Wednesday evening from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m. live on the Street 919 FM as he talks about Lviv, the power of 5 fruits, one of the most powerful antioxidant supplements on the market today. The 5 superfruits in Lviv are mangosteen, acai, pomegranate, gogi, and nuni. These fruits have a positive and profound impact on human health, performance, and disease. Listen to Pastor Alkaline John every Tuesday at 9:05 a.m. and Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Street 919 FM as he gives live testimonials of the Lviv healing powers. To get more information, you can contact Pastor Alkaline John at 516-286-7079, 516-286-7079, or you can visit his webpage at www.alkalinejohn.com.
Roger Garraway and his community of creatives present The Royal Exhibit, a 3-day art exhibition, Wednesday, April 27th to Friday, April 29th, Queens Park, Savannah. Daily start time, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. under the auspices of the MP for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gaspidali. The greatest and finest pieces ever witnessed by local artists in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display for purchase. Come to this wonderful event and walk away owning a masterpiece that can be displayed in your home or passed down for generations to come. Roger Garraway has now made his mark on the international market, breaking barriers and setting the standard high. He and his group of friends will wow you with their out-of-this-world pieces. This event cannot be missed. You can also enjoy the opportunity to browse and purchase fantastic one-of-a-kind handmade art and craft pieces created by local designers from the community. Special guest appearances by Patrice Roberts, Michael Edwards and friends, Iwer George, Roxanne Lane, Crazy, and Joey Rivers and his band. Food and drinks on sale. Secured parking for all vehicles and all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Special thank you to the Member of Parliament for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gaspidali.
Reset expectations.
Babe, summer's coming up. We really should start planning the real vacay.
You mean the one after we take a break with the kids?
We can hear you.
Start planning your getaway trip with Caribbean Layaway's 0% interest and flexible payment plan.
One thing for sure, flying Caribbean is the way to go.
It's no fun without us, right? Mom? Dad?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
For everything you do, Caribbean Airlines, we got you.
Daddy said it was our special lover.
I told my granny, but she didn't help.
He was so nice when we talked online. I threw up again. I just can't sleep.
I failed my test. I missed school last week.
Now he wants pictures of my body. I have a right
to live free. Stop hurting me.
Please.
Don't keep child abuse a secret. If you see something, say something. Report it today at 996. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago and the European Union United Nations Spotlight Initiative.
If you're experiencing pain, constipation, headaches, poor blood circulation, high or low blood pressure, diabetes, cancer, swollen or darkened feet, come visit us at Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. We at Health and Wealth Lifestyle offer a wide range of services. Come and experience our new 3D analyzer, which allows you to have a look inside your body. We also provide live blood analysis, iridology, ionic foot detox with foot soak and foot massage, aquatherapy, full body massage, and organic supplements on sale such as nano silver, nano zinc, body light, cold pressed sesame oil, and more. Health and Wealth Lifestyle, located at number 73 Eastern Main Road, Barataria, opposite Eastern Credit Union. For more information, call 275-8359 or 288-1108.
Join Nicole Huggins for Health and Wealth Lifestyle every Monday from 9:05 a.m. to 9:55 a.m. right here on the street 919 FM.
Police, good day. Officer Best Price here. Johnny Q Auto Parts Division? Yes, sir. I'm here to investigate an assault on batteries. Excuse me, sir? Is it true? You have batteries selling for $488? Yes. Power Master, Optima, Vata, and Megastar batteries. So I could buy a battery for $488? Yes, sir. For cars, trucks, and boats. Backed and distributed by Massey Automotive. Which part? Right here at Johnny Q Hardware and Auto Parts Division, 15 Arapita Avenue, Woodbrook. And our new Johnny Q Superstore, located at Lowlands Mall off Claude Noel Highway in Tobago. You could call 63 Tools. All right. Thanks, boss. Nama. Granny, do you have $488 to lend, man?
The deals are at East Side Plaza, located at number 32 Charlotte Street in Port of Spain. It's a sale on everything at all stores. Opening hours are from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Everything from foodstuff, lunches, pottery, African wear, Christmas gift items, tailor services, hair salon services, and so much more. Everything means everything. Head into Port of Spain and check out East Side Plaza at number 32 Charlotte Street.
Hi, I'm Valentine Garcia.
And I'm Nikki Garcia.
Please join us on the Final Hour broadcast every Thursday at 9 a.m. on the Street 919 FM radio.
Every week we will journey into the amazing Word of God. So please join us.
See you then.
Every Friday, it's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays with MC Duke and Selector Gotchi from 6 straight to 9 p.m. blazing all the latest and past soca hits. So remember, make it a line, make it a day, rock and come in, you know. It's all about Fire Mood Soca Fridays on the Street 919 FM. You don't know.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM. No place in this world I'd rather be.
All right, good-looking people, thank you so much for staying with us. Yesterday, one of the employees at Eastside Plaza, Ginger, says, make me feel bad when I see people that is not you. Because only you just make me feel nice by calling me good-looking. I like to call people good-looking people. I think we're all such good-looking people, inside and out. So that's why I say thank you so much for being with us, good-looking people. It is 6 minutes after the hour, 5 o'clock. Land Capital Certificates is running a little late, so we're pushing back his show a little later. And we're going to bring in our tenants of Eastside Plaza. We have Baby Girl. Her video featured earlier this week. And I'm going to share it with you guys as well today, too. And, of course, we have our tenants. Tell Trinidad and Tobago who they're talking with.
My name is Franklin Wilson.
Mr. Franklin Wilson, how are you today?
I'm fine.
Thank you so much for coming in with us.
I'm so glad to be here. Thank you.
We're going to start with Mr. Franklin. Tell us a little bit about your business.
Well, I make belts. The name of my business is Belts and Craft.
Oh.
Right? So, but I stick to belts. The craft, 2 years. I haven't even made a belt in 2 years.
Pandemic.
The children,
wasn't
the
in
school children were not out. The adults out there were making gents leather belts, spiritual Baptist belts for ladies, right? And dog collars and everything with a buckle on it, I could make it.
You can make it.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing this?
I would stop at about 35 to 40 years.
Wow. So I probably wear some of your belts.
I showed a picture yesterday of Mr. Dumas when he was the minister in charge of Eastside Plaza.
Yeah.
A local government minister.
Right.
And he took a picture with me with the belts in at the background. I was years ago. 20 years ago.
I could imagine. What made you go into this business?
Well, to be honest with you, I used to sew clothes.
Okay.
And one day I came into Port of Spain to buy fabric and whatever. And I saw a belt. And I didn't like how it was looking. So I decided I could make belts better than that.
And that was it? That was your inspiration?
I clothes and I went into belts.
That was your muse?
And I went into belts.
And you've been doing that ever since and mastering that art over and over again.
Most of the stores in town with school belts.
So, school belts, most of the stores in Port of Spain look to you for a supply.
Port of Spain, as far as Tunapuna, Arima, well, they're going to start back now because they were not, right? And even St. Vincent, I just got an order from St. Vincent.
So you would send it up for them as well?
They will get at the end of this month.
I have someone on the live asking, can he make bags and are they original leather bags? Do you make bags?
No, I don't.
He doesn't do bags. Someone is asking, how can I get his belts to sell at my store in Moruga? This person wants to sell your belts. Well, what's the arrangement?
If they call an order and they can come for it, I could send it for them.
Okay, and I guess the order is going to be different sizes.
Yeah.
Are there packages that you do?
I make belts from, well, any size of waist.
Okay.
It could be as big as you want. Right now I'm making a leather belt for a gentleman. His waist is about 53.
Okay.
Or 63, should I say. Not 53. Right? So I make belts for any size. From the smallest child, which is small about 13, 14, 15 waist, way up to, for school children, 40, 45.
Gotcha. So they can get different sizes.
Different. Yeah.
How does it go? Like, do you have to buy? Maybe I'm just asking, like 60 belts or 40 belts. How do you sell your packages?
Sell by the dozens.
Dozens.
So if you want a dozen mix, you can get a dozen mix.
Okay.
Right? If you want a dozen, like 24, 26, 28, 30, 32.
Yeah.
That's how I make them.
I understand.
Every 2 inches, because the center hole is one size, and there's 5 holes on the belt.
Okay.
So it covers 2 inches more, 2 inches less.
We're being asked, how long does it take an order to be prepared?
Well, it will depend on the size of the order and the amount of work I right now have.
Okay.
So
do you do it yourself or you have other people doing it for you?
Well, I just got my son to assist me.
Okay.
Right? But it was something, because I try to get young people to...
You're not too much interested.
They're not into learning that. All they want to know is how much pay.
What does he pay?
How much you pay? They learn, because it's technical.
Yeah.
It took years to master that craft. It's very technical. The cutters I use, I don't think anybody else in Trinidad uses those cutters.
Gotcha.
I bought those cutters at Najibilas when they were on Charlotte Street.
Ooh. I remember when they were there. They were where Pennywise was before,
right.
Opposite.
They were where Pennywise was and opposite.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. That was many years ago.
That was many years ago. They had a leather department there. You used to buy leather from them.
All right, so Ashford Legaton says, sir, can you make football belts? Make a football belt. What is a football belt?
I suppose you have to stamp the football
on the belt.
Yeah.
And he's in Tobago. Do you do orders in Tobago?
If they can get it.
If they can get it, no problem. Once he makes it and it's not an issue getting it, not a worries. Joy Smith says, I will come, check him out when I come to Trinidad. They're asking, what's your phone number and what's your booth number?
Right. The phone number is 756-3263.
Let me put that in the chat. Hold on. 756 3263.
Yeah.
And they're asking for
the boot number 111.
Boot number 111.
Eastside Plaza. Or you walk into the plaza and you ask for the belt man.
For the belt man.
And somebody will direct you to where I am.
Excellent.
Because I'm known all about as the belt man.
They calling you now? Your phone ringing. Why people just do that, boy? Mr. Beltman, do you want to take that call?
No, I don't. It's not actually ringing. It's just telling me the time.
Okay, your alarm going off.
Yes, I don't know. Can't control that.
So, people, we're going to bring in our next tenant. We're moving in between two of them. So, Beltman, stay with us. Don't go nowhere. We're going to bring in our next tenant. She goes by the name of Baby Girl. Check out Baby Girl's debut. Let's go.
Welcome, welcome, one and all to the land of death. Trinity to the... When it comes to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat we at Trinity to the bone. Trinity to the bone.
And since then I never stopped doing craft. I am specialized in leather products, leather slippers, belt bags, jewelry, basically anything to do with leather, I can make it. I also do customized items, so if you have any style you desire, any color you want, because I create colors also, you can achieve that at Baby Girl Leather Designs. That's the name of my business, Baby Girl Leather Designs. You can contact me at 304-4478. And there's a Facebook page, Baby Girl Leather Designs. You can also Google a page and it will come up.
It's how I get a whole modeling career in this video where people, well, you're telling all yourself. Let me say good afternoon and welcome to the Street 919 FM. Baby girl, how are you?
I am fine. Good afternoon as well.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon, and thank you so much for being with us. So everybody is asking, who is Baby Girl? Who is Baby Girl?
Well, I'm a small business operator in Port of Spain. Port of Spain and the environment, actually. I came out from a program with Export Centers Company Limited. And at that point of time, I really was not interested in craft. I was into viticulture. And as I said on the video, the program was basically for single mothers of household. And I was introduced it through my daughter preschool. And they were paying a stipend of $50 a day. And I said, you know what? You're getting paid to learn.
To learn how to do crafts, correct.
Yeah. So I said, well, it's walking distance from my home. So I went and did the course. And since then, I never stopped doing leathercraft. It became a career.
Well, you hold on. Let me get this straight. Opportunity arise in your neighborhood. Community center wise, they're doing craft courses, just $50. Baby girl says, you know what? Let me go take in this course, see what could happen. You know, I really ain't doing nothing. Let me see where this goes. And today, baby girl is a designer, because that's what I would call her. She makes everything from bags. So, see me put back up that video now, Robert. So, see me with a little clutch purse, matching my earrings, matching shoes. She has really taken this thing to another level by just saying, you know what, let me learn this course. And you know something, baby girl, people just say how there's no opportunity in this place, you know. People will tell you that, you know.
Yeah.
And this changed, that course changed your life.
Yes, it did. It did. This course really, really changed my life because this is my career, this is my livelihood now. I have customers from all over the world, right? Will come and search Trinidad for Baby Girl. You know, and Baby Girl is a brand. It's
yes, it is. Listen, her name is engraved on her products. Go ahead, Baby Girl.
I want to make it a brand worldwide known.
Yes.
You know how it have Nike, Adidas.
Yes.
I want Baby Girl to be a brand from the Caribbean. You know, I also collaborate with other craftsmen. So if you have, let us say, something in particular that you want and it's not in my field, I will collab with other craftsmen to get it done. Right? I also provide a service where I post anywhere in the world because most of my customers don't live locally here. They don't live here.
For persons who want to get their stuff abroad, what is the procedure?
Well, you place your order.
How do they do that?
WhatsApp.
Give them the WhatsApp number.
WhatsApp 304-4478. You can go to my page at Baby Girl Leather Designs on Facebook. I'm also on Instagram. And any picture or style you see you want, you can screenshot it and send it to me with your size and color of choice on WhatsApp. And let us say within 10 days, that product will be on your doorstep.
Understood. Understood. Guys, are you taking a look at this video live right now on Facebook and YouTube? This is all handmade, baby girl?
All handmade and hand painted.
How do you choose your colors and your designs? I think what I found at your store was a unique mix and colors that I don't think I've seen anywhere. Huh?
Well, actually, let me go back when I was doing the course. When I was doing the course, we we did a full course. It was 9 months. And we went from pattern making and go straight down to designing, right? So flowers back then was not like how it is now. It was like flat, and I always wanted to know, like, how can I get a flowers on a slipper to look like a real flower, like a hibiscus. And I started picking flowers and taking them apart petal by petal and trying to put them together. And people will say, oh, a yellow slipper, I want a pink and blue mix. And when you go to buy the material, you may not get the color that the customer wants. So I start playing with paint and stuff like that until I get something that will hold on the leather properly. Stay, you can take jamming. When I say jamming, you know, some people rough, you know, so you can take stretch, you can take work beating, as we say, because leather is something, is a slippers that can take licks.
Yes.
You know, not like a store slipper you'll buy and you kick the pavement and the toe strap bursts. Because one thing I had a problem with is getting shoes to fit my feet.
Yeah.
I have a broad feet, it's short very broad. So time I get something to make me feel comfortable, it will be too big. And I used to pray and ask God, Lord, I wish I could have made my own shoes. And so the class came in handy for me especially. And I will play with my colors. I will do a slipper to match an earring and a belt. And while I'm walking on Charlotte Street, people were like, where you get that? And I say, you know what, I can make it for you, you know.
Yeah.
I'll bring it for you Friday. And one of my first set of customers was Reddy and Carol store.
Wow.
Yeah, when there was on Charlotte.
You get big any business?
Yes, because one worker there, I went into the store and one worker said, oh my God, I love your slippers. And I said, you know, I can make it for you and things, you know.
Yeah.
And they said, truth, and she started calling the workers and them, and they say, oh, you know, look, this girl making slippers, you know, let me order now. And I will start giving them packages, they will order, and I will pass and pick up every fortnight. I will drop at least 5-10 pairs for them, and they start passing on the word, you know, and it went on from there.
Wow. Baby girl, if you read some of these reviews online, they are going so fast. Katura Muddy says you're her schoolmate and she's very proud of you.
Thank you.
Nyambo Isak says, and you are getting good quality. Ashford Leggett in Tobago says, great job, sis. You are very talented. Joy Smith says, I am coming, baby girl. I'm coming. Maria Lyons is saying, unbelievable. I saw a comment from a Muslim sister a short while ago, but it moved by so fast on the screen. Please resend it. While Farid Khan says, I feel older people don't like campers. I'm loving the leather. Yeah. So, baby girl, what would you say to persons out there who was once like you? Saying, you know me, it's not no work out there. If you do get a work, they don't pay you much. You know, you can't really go nowhere. You ain't seeing any hope. But there is an opportunity as small as a course in your community center. What would you say to them?
I will say to youths out there especially, get up and get, because yes, business have its ups and downs. When I went out there, I really was focusing on my daughters because they were young, and I just wanted to find a way where I can be able to drop them to school and pick them up and still have that little time with my kids. And not, you know, sometimes your boss will say, you have to work late and you can't leave, and I just wanted to have that. And I went out there, it became my business. There are so many opportunities, so many courses is available for free. Some you might have to pay, but believe me, it will worth it. It will worth it.
Sarah Ann is her name. Sarah Ann says she just loves you. You are super talented. While Brenda reads Trinidadians are talented. Judy needs the exposure. And of course, people are clapping. They said if you have a website. She doesn't have a website as yet, but I am in the process of assisting her with building one. This is her first ad that I was happy to get done for her because the ad is reaching leaps and bounds right now. People meeting baby girl all in the road and saying, hey, baby girl, I see your ad.
Yes. This ad really reach a lot of people that they will say, baby girl, I didn't know you're still around. Because actually I am a fire victim from Independence Square.
When they had the mall down there?
Yes. So, a lot of people didn't realize I was back up in business.
Oh.
So when they saw the ad, they were like, baby girl, do you have the same number? I'll come in and check you, where are you? You know? It's good to see that at least something good came out from these programs.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of people, if you go to the craft market and you listen to their story, they came out from these programs.
Yeah.
Right? And the next thing I want to say is that Trinidad and Tobago, we have so much talent that we are underrated.
That's right.
Especially in the craft industry.
Yeah. You're
There's
right.
so many talented craft people in this country. And we can reach places.
People are asking, baby girl, are you an old person? You sound young.
I am a young person.
She is very young. Let me just put that there. Yes, baby girl is young, real young. Women don't tell people their age, but she young, real young.
And that's how I got my name, because after doing the course with ECCL, I went on to the Drag Brothers United Craft Workers Mall on Piccadilly Street. And the guys up there used to say, you said, baby, you know, start this thing. Oh, come now, baby girl, come. And a customer was there and she said, you know, that name really take you. You should go with it.
Baby girl, and that's how the name was born.
That was it.
Marcelinette said, do you ever come to Tobago? And if so, try to come at least once a month. Tobagonians want to get your product.
Well, actually, when I just started, I used to come to Tobago once a month. Yes, I really used to come to Tobago. So I want to start by coming to Tobago. So I will see you guys in Tobago soon, probably before the year out. I will be visiting Tobago at least once a month or every other month.
All right. So we're getting ready to take closing comments. You want to go first?
Well, I'm out there. I'm also out there.
That's right. Tell them how they can find you on social media or Facebook or YouTube.
Well, you can find me on. I'm on Facebook, right? I'm on Facebook.
Right.
And I'm easy to be found.
Yes.
Eastside Plaza, Charlotte Street. Just ask for the belt man.
Excellent.
Because I have belts. I have the tools that I make belts with. I made those tools myself. Because when I couldn't get tools to make belts, I had to make the tools myself.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. They don't make them belts like how you make them. They don't make them like that. Yeah.
My belts are made better. I could boast on it.
Excellent.
Better than those that come from China.
I love it. Well, why we go in China when we have this product right here?
Right.
Buy local. Closing comments, baby girl.
Be real to yourself, and for the youth out there, remember to keep your dream alive.
Okay, so Farid Khan says a champel, a men's slipper, what's the price?
A men's slipper, price range from 300 and up.
300 and up, genuine leather. All right, guys, I want to thank you so much for being with us. Yeah, baby girl, and of course our dear belt man, as I call him. That's the official belt man for Trinidad and Tobago. Guys, this series of programs is leading up to something. I want all you to follow me here, because you see, when I take baby girl, belt man, and the entire tenants at Eastside Plaza in Napa and put on a grand event for the world to see, all they go understand where we was going at. When we had the Prime Minister and all the dignitaries seated in the front, we're watching them displaying their work. That's where we're going with this. So bear with us. Guys, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for having us. Thank you.
You're welcome. We are going to go for a break. Is Len Capital with us? He's in the building. We'll be back.
Seem to be, we still fight to be a family. Indian, African, or a Chinese, Syrian, French, Creole, or Portuguese. We blessed with a spirit fiery. Some people say God is a Trinity. Sweet woman parade abundantly.
So wait now, Ashford Leggett said, when I come into Tobago to showcase Tobago entrepreneurs, when all you send for me in Tobago, I thought all you don't want me in Tobago. Well, send for me so I could come Port Mall and highlight all the vendors at Port Mall, but all you don't want me in Tobago, Ashford Leggett, the minute they hear I come into Tobago, that is the day it's over. All of a sudden, all you want to be Napa too, but I thought all you don't want me, look, Ashford, all you don't want me in Bago. So we're getting ready to jump into Lend Capital Certificate Show. He is setting up. I'm going to open the phone lines pretty quick, take some calls while he gets himself set up. Put me back on the screen. We're going to take some calls in the meanwhile.
When it comes to Bacchanal, well, they can't beat we at Trinity. God gave us a spirit fiery, but nothing in the world will bother we. But look a smart man gone with we.
Let's see who's on the inside. Caller, you live.
Yeah,
You're breaking up.
Let me post on your sorry, you're breaking up, but thank you very much for letting me post on your program. I like vibes. When I got politics, I'll be back to the same. Thank you very much, Aisha.
You're welcome, brother. Anytime. If all you want me come down south and highlight all your businesses in South, send for me now, man. Yes. People, we have a change in programming. I don't know your name. We have a quick change in programming. Lend Capital Certificate is setting up. So we have Isabel Jackson in the studio with us. Isabel was here last week, was it, or week before? Last week, and Olia was blown away by Isabel's charm. And Isabel decides when it is nice, do it twice. Isabel, thank you so much for coming in with us. How are you doing today?
Very good, very good.
How has the work week been?
Hectic for the most part, but manageable.
Love it. I just like to hear them words, because I know once things are on the up and up, the only place it's going to go is up.
That's right.
So, Isabel, tell us, what do you have in store for us today?
Well, today we want to talk a little bit. It depends, for me, I could talk all day and all night.
I know.
So watch it. Hi, everyone. It would be good if you all tell me what you want me to talk about.
So you letting them pick a
topic. Pick something body related, pain related, something that has been troubling you, something you want to know about, something you want to ask about. Let's go with that. But I have fantastic news.
Let's hear it.
For my people today. Mother's Day is coming up.
Yes.
I think we do a lot more for mothers than we do for fathers, hands down. But I think with COVID, mothers were really stretched. I mean,
yeah,
mothers became teachers.
You telling
me?
Real. Yes.
They became managers of the home in another way.
Yes.
The thing was crazy.
It was bad.
And everybody was on the job.
Yes.
This was on a OJT.
Yes.
Mothers became OJT in another way, although you've been doing the mother thing forever. All right? And on all different levels, because a lot of times we don't have what it takes to teach a preschool child, a secondary school. And if you have them at the front, then you have your life.
That's right.
Right? So that for Mother's Day, we wanted to do something really special. Normally, consultation with us is free.
Right.
As normal, whether you call, whether we do it on Zoom, whether we just do it on WhatsApp, it's normally free. But I want to give a 25% discount across the board.
Wow.
Which means, sometimes you go to a store and you get discounts on things you want to get rid of.
Yes.
2 for the price of 1 and stuff.
Yes. Buy one and get one free.
Buy one and get one free. But at Alternative Choices, everything we do is physical. It's work.
Yes.
So it isn't like the more you do, the less you could pay.
The comments coming in.
Yeah, let the comments come in.
Says, how about swollen prostate? So stick a pin on that.
On that, okay.
We can talk about that.
All right. And we want something physical, right? We want to stay with things within the scope of practice at Alternative Choices. We will still talk about the prostate, but we want to talk about things we focus on. Pain, Pain management, pain eradication.
Gotcha.
That's our aim. Whether it's your knee, your foot, your head, your eyes, you know. And you know our motto is, what we can't do, we'll tell you who can do it.
Okay.
So you're in safe hands. But we want to do a 25% discount across the board. And my challenge was, should I do it just for mothers, as is Mother's Day, and then do fathers when it's Father's Day? Or should I just
gonna
open
get jealous,
it?
huh?
I'll leave it open.
Yeah.
Mother,
the men's gonna
father,
get
child,
jealous.
whatever. Granny, whatever.
Right across the board, you get
Across the
25% off.
And this is not because it's something we're trying to sell off. You're still going to get top quality.
Yes.
An hour is hardly ever an hour.
Yes.
2 hours is hardly ever 2 hours.
Yeah.
And people ask, what? I'm going to lie down on the bed for 2 hours to do a massage? I mean, like, serious? You would be amazed at what you can do in 2 hours. It's not just lying down on the bed for 2 hours. We do in a 2-hour session reflexology.
Okay.
That focuses on your foot. All your nerve endings that are connected with your body is on your foot. When we focus on your foot for reflexology, it gives us an opportunity. I just have some clients, I'll sit there and I'll say, are you diabetic? Or are you from a diabetic lineage?
Yeah.
Because you could just look out at 8 out of 10 people with a presentation like this is either diabetic or they kind of head in there, or they need to kind of pay attention.
Stick a pin. We have Evelyn Messiah says circulation and varicose veins, and Farid Khan says spinal pain, back pain. So they're coming with their topics.
They come in. All right. Okay, so that in a 2-hour session, we get a chance to look at the feet. A lot of people with spinal pain, let's pull that in. A lot of people with spinal pain, we know we're dealing with the spinal, the vertebral column.
Yes.
Some people are predisposed based on genetics. You can't pull up granny and beat her now.
Yeah.
You're predisposed, and it helps to know who you are.
Okay.
In the first instance, it helps to pay attention to your parents, to your aunts and your uncles. It gives you an idea where you might go. It gives you an idea what you should not be involved in at this time, or it gives you an idea what you should be doing differently. A lot of people come to us when it's really late. A lot of people seek help when they need a miracle. And people in pain or discomfort are willing to try anything once.
I understand.
At least once. When people come to us, I don't want you to have the I am going to try this perspective.
Okay.
We have tested and tried what we've not invented anything. What we do have been tested and tried. It works, but we must understand, and this is for you to take through your life. Everything doesn't work for everybody. I've seen aspirin destroy people's lives. And I have seen most people take aspirin and they have no issue. Sometimes you only know when you find out. You could only find out when you do it. But understand, when you're coming into any form of therapy, and because people come to us when they're already discouraged, your money is done, and they're just like, what can you do to help me? I'm willing to try anything.
Yeah.
Right? So most times, if you have a problem with your spine, you have some compression going on. Your cartilage is either bulged, it's being compressed, it's going, it's on its way out, or it's gone. The doctors may at that time recommend surgery, which most people at a certain age will say no to, or they may be predisposed to have too many complications because of the other illnesses they may have, and so they want a solution. Sometimes your solution is just help. Sometimes your solution is palliative care. Facts. I talk facts. People pay for promises. And people pay, and people tell you what you want. They want you, what you think, what they think you want to hear.
Yeah.
So if you come to me, and you are selling, and I'm selling apples, and you say you want to make a punch, I'm going to try to convince you that this apple can make a good punch. Although I'm hearing you saying you want orange punch, right? We don't do that. We tell you what's happening. I think we have to get to a point where we get straight with this thing. If you're having spinal problems, you need to do an X-ray. You need to see a doctor. You need to possibly do an MRI. They're going to make their assessments and determine the best course of treatment. If at that time you decide, I do not want to do surgery, then you would be looking at palliative care. Some type of physiotherapy, some type of swimming, some type of something that could minimize your pain and keep you as comfortable as possible until your number call.
Yeah.
To expect anything else from anybody else is what we call a miracle. And then, we had to talk to the Lord about that.
Understand.
So that we must get honest when it comes to health. If we didn't get honest before, honest enough to eat right, do right, live right, and now we are at this place now where we need help, you have to at least get honest now.
So what do you think causes pain?
Pain is inflammation. Foundation, inflammation. Inflammation comes from baseline acidity. Acidity comes a lot of times from what we ingest.
Okay.
More than anything else. And so sometimes we do things by default. Now, what I will tell you is that I have a client that can sit here and eat one bucket full of oranges.
Okay.
The orange not really sour. They eat it. They have absolutely no issue after. And I have clients who will eat 2 oranges.
And that's it.
And that's it. It's like there are people that can drink an entire bottle of rum. And they could walk a straight line. And there's some people, 1 Carib. I mean, like, not even a shot glass. And they're all over the place.
Yeah.
So it is important to know yourself. And then take it from there. So when it comes to the spinal, before you come to me, or by now, if you're talking about spinal pain, because the caller didn't say lower back.
No, he said spinal.
Or he didn't say upper back or on the side.
Yeah.
He said spinal. So we know what we're dealing with. I will say, doctor, first step, get an x-ray, get an MRI. If you come to us, we don't rub. We are trained medical massage therapists that has under our belt, so to speak, certification in reflexology, auricular therapy, biomagnetism, bioenergetics, and the list goes on. And so we are able to bring things together. So when you lie on my bed, I have a lot of people with lower back issues. When they lie on my bed, as I'm going to do a massage, all they came for was a massage, right? Let's do it like that. You paid for 1 hour massage and you lie on my bed, and I'm going to do the massage. But I can't help but look at your entire body because all my other modalities start popping.
Yeah.
So when I see you have a line on your ear that's going in a particular direction, in auricular therapy, we've been taught that it has some possible relations with heart and or other organs.
Okay.
So one time, I can't help but my eyes will be like, so you came for massage, you didn't come for consultation of anything else. But it beats me, I have to like, do you have any heart issues? Like your parents, grandparents, anything? And you'd be like, why? I'd be like, when was the last time you did a cholesterol test? Like, why? Because I think we need to do that. And I may, if they opened it, show them our charts because our charts are everywhere.
Yeah.
This is called auricular therapy. It's air therapy. On the air, this signifies a possibility that this might be happening. You might do yourself a favor. Just go to the doctor, have a cholesterol test.
Yeah.
Look into your family lineage and see what's happening and that kind of thing. So lying on a bed, coming for a massage, positions you for me to see that you have a leg length discrepancy. One leg is a little shorter than the other. When you start having one leg a little shorter than the other, and it happens a lot from a misstep. You're going down a step and you just slip a little. Your hip could just drop a little bit. That creates issues, especially if you walk, your shoes is being worn on one side. People wear their shoes and it's being worn on one side and they think it's normal. It is not normal. You are going to start having problems with your ankle if you're not genetically prone to just be. You're going to, at some point in time, start having what we call an ascending syndrome, where your foot is starting the confusion that could affect even your back. Right? Now, circulation and varicose veins. Varicose veins, more times than not, are hereditary.
Yeah.
As such, and it's really strange and it begs the question where it started. We know it's a blood issue and a circulation issue, and we know all of that. But the people who seem to have varicose veins, and we know it might be more hereditary than anything else, seem to always be involved in some standing kind of job. For some strange reason, when my clients come and they have these varicose veins, what do? I'm a nurse. I'm a teacher. They're on their feet all day. And the people who don't seem to always be not in those jobs. And it begs the question, if when it started, wherever it started, to the point where it became hereditary, if it was because of extreme pressure from standing, it begs that question.
Okay.
Which ties into the other thing we do called the body code and the emotion code, where we now look at possibly why this started in the first place, where this may have started and what we could do differently. So if you already know your mom has circulation problems.
My mom had pretty bad varicose veins.
So
they were extreme.
From now. So she had the type of bursting ones and all of that?
I remember, I think I can remember in our childhood that one may have popped, but I remember them, because my mom died a few years ago, being very huge, where you would see the line.
But it's obvious.
Yes, that is what she has, and they were on both legs.
Wow.
But none of the children got them.
None of the children got them or have developed them yet.
Okay.
So it may have skipped you all, but your kids might.
Interesting.
So it makes sense, because you may not suffer in your lifetime, but you may live long enough to see your children suffer.
Yeah.
And their suffering is your suffering.
Yeah.
Right? So that you would want to even now look at your activities, look at the type of shoes you wear, look at your engagement with regards to standing activities, and if possible, start using the stockings. According to what you're doing, get the advice of your doctors to how to maneuver this. Definitely, before you go to sleep, for people with circulation, you want to put your foot a little above your heart. Yeah. So you lie and you just get it above your heart level. It don't have to be up on the wall or on the roof, hanging upside down, And you want to do things when you have circulation, like create heat.
Okay.
A little soak, a little Epsom salt soak really does help. And it would help you sleep, also, so that with the spinal thing, we can help because we do a lot of heat work, a lot of far infrared, near infrared, ultrasound therapy, we do cupping, we do magnetic therapy. It's amazing. We do TENS, so we do electric stimulation, and we would deal with that, not to try to heal the spine. Because if something is missing, something is missing. If it's gone, it's gone, but we can manage your pain. A lot of people see it fit to go to a massage therapist when they really feel something is wrong, and they do it as a gift. So like Mother's Day, I'm going to have a massage, it's my birthday and stuff. Massage therapy from a qualified massage therapist who's not going to rub you and hurt you, because a massage therapist could do some damage. And that's why doctors don't send you readily just a massage therapist. All right, so we have, fortunately for us, we have our doctors that we work with that confidently send clients to us, because they know what we will do and what we won't do. And we would help deal with muscle, we would help manage pain, we would help give you that sense of well-being. And keep in mind that when you're on the table for our massage, you have an hour to talk, you have an hour to ask, you have an hour to be. And we have an hour to see so much of what you didn't come for. And then, we just chat. Big brother, big sister thing.
Understand.
With the guy with the prostate, we know that prostate seem to be more dominant in certain races than others. And I always tell my clients, once I see them hitting 45 or so, that's a benchmark to start doing. There's some recommended herbs, like sour pimento and stuff. There's some things that you can recommend that the doctors will tell you to take in a general way, that kind of just, because as you get older, things start happening with the prostate. A lot of guys wear pants that are too tight. They have done a lot of things that they shouldn't have been doing, like for instance, let's say you work on a truck. You've worked on a truck for the last 30 years, and the seat, we are not very conscious that mattresses are supposed to be changed at a certain time.
Yeah.
Cushions are supposed to be changed, and you sit in this truck on this crane or whatever, and the seat is gone, and the heat that comes from the engine that's coming through that seat is too much for your sack.
Oh.
Men do all sorts of stuff. They have wallets in their pocket and they think that's normal. I just have it there, I just have it in my pocket, and that has the potential to damage or interfere with or aggravate your sciatic nerve. So there are a lot of problems that come up with men that are connected, related, and are totally they could avoid it. They could definitely avoid it. Now, a woman might present with sciatica, which is like lower back, pain in your legs, numbness in your legs, your toes, pain in your knees, from carrying a child. A lot of women have that irritation from pregnancy because the baby might just rest on the side, and coming out of the pregnancy, now you feel like you have some discomforts. But men, they almost look for their troubles, but unknowingly. Nevertheless, you go start doing your tests. You know that you do your little test to make sure you're okay. Men have an issue with that. People
That's
pushing
it too.
hand. And
Yes.
so when they start noticing they have actual issues there, that's when they decide, well, okay, I want to do something about it. At that point in time, they want one pill to get rid of it. And by then it becomes a matter of management to keep your numbers down. You know, you want to stay between a kind of 0.04 to 10. You don't want to have your markers being 75 and 73 and stuff. And you have to work along with your medical practitioner.
We have a call
Work
on the
along
line.
with them. Sure.
Let's see who's there. Caller, you live.
I just called to talk to you, I guess. How you doing?
Isabel Jackson.
Name is Monica. Hi, how you doing? I was post about the spinal problem. Hello?
Yes, go ahead. You're Farid Khan.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
Go ahead.
And it was, yeah. So I'm not,
Give her an idea what's happening.
So what I was asking, right? I've been diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, which is that spinal cancer.
Marfan syndrome.
Which is
Marfan syndrome.
Yes.
Yeah, it called spider thing. Which I've actually have spina within my. I have cancer within my spine.
Right.
It's not something that's very nice to talk about, but I live with it. But you don't talk about it. I ask you about it, about the spinal and the massage and thing. And most of the time here, it's up. I would more massage it, like my back, and I take a little crack now because it's not near about. But I don't think anything is good with your cancer.
Well, I'm going to let her answer you because we have about 2 more minutes before the interview comes to an end. Could massage therapy assist him?
Massage therapy can assist basically anybody because it's a resonant thing,
Okay.
right? I don't want you to think that because your issues with your spine, the massage has to be targeting the spine and that you lie in a bed and somebody press down.
Mhm.
You're talking about cancer of the spine. You're not talking about cancer of the leg or so. There are a lot of things we can do to bring relief to you without even doing that kind of. Because I would imagine with cancer in your spine, the area is fragile. So you would not want to, we can do auricular therapy.
Okay.
There are a lot of things we can do to assist.
Patients are asking for your number. Go ahead and give them the number.
The number is 759-1597.
Repeat.
759-1597.
And of course, closing comments as we get ready to shut down this interview.
Okay. So I want you all to remember that we're at Eastside Plaza on Charlotte Street, shop number 3 on the ground floor. I want you all to remember that we have a discount of 25% across the board until Mother's Day. You can come and buy your gift certificates, call and use your gift certificate for the entire month. Once you purchase it, that's it. Yeah?
Got you.
I want you all to remember that. Come and get it. Call me 759-1597. You can also check us on Facebook. Alternative Choice TT. Like and share our page, and anybody making an appointment on Facebook, I'm giving you 30%.
Ooh.
Beat that.
Excellent.
Right?
Indeed.
So I'm looking forward to seeing you all. Give your mom something great for Mother's Day. Give her a coupon, give her a discount, give her this gift. And you'll thank me later.
Thank you, Isabel. People,
You're
we're
most
going to
welcome.
pause for a cause. Len Capital is definitely ready, and he will be with us next.
Can't be good for me, no. Na 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 na. TNT.
The views expressed are not necessarily the views of the management of the Street 919 FM.
You see, when I come to party, I don't want to hear about nobody business, boy. Security, put the mark on them, how the party, put the mark on them, put the mark on them, how the party. I ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. Boy, move from here with your bad man. I ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. Boy, move from here, give me a chance. Me and my little pussy, come here to bust a line. You come talking up in my ass, talking real out of time. Nobody want you around, yet your name on the list. Everybody in town know you for talking people business. You know all who warning, and all who broken. You know all who ugly, how much rum they're buying. That girl head picky, it's a wig she wearing. Stop sitting up in the ends, boy, I can't take the gossiping. I ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. Boy, move from here with your bad breath. I ain't come for that. Talking about people inside the bars. I ain't come for that. Move from here and give me a chance. Security, put the mark on them, how the party, put the mark on them. Put the mark on them, how the party, put the mark on them. Put the mark on them, how the party, put the mark on them. I can't take them, I can't take them, I can't stand them. Big, big artists on stage, mashing up the party. You come telling me that the artists are wanna force boozy. If you look around, it is plain to see. Everybody inside the sweat don't know that already, but we ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. Move from here, boy, with your bad girl. I ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. Move from here and give me a chance. I come to take a little job, take a little job, take a little way. Not to some people business, not to some people business. I come to take a little jump up, take a little jump up, take a little way. Not to some people business. Oh, I ain't come for that. Talking about people business instead. I ain't come for that. You from here, boy, with your bad word. I ain't come for that. Talking about people inside the dance. I ain't come for that. Move from here and give me a chance. Put the mark on them, oh the party, put the mark on them. Put the mark on them, oh the party, put the mark on them. Put the mark on them, oh the party, put the mark on them.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I make the whole place smash up. When we sipping on Caraya's pink Moscato, turn it up. I make the whole place slash up. Yeah, 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 yeah. Bottle after bottle, like me win the lotto. Bad and bougie, I'm humble when my hustle. Shape like a model, sexy and subtle. Caraya's can make me turn it up a next level. Right now I feeling a kind of vibe. Aye, 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 aye. It's a Caraya's pink Moscato vibe. Aye, 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 aye. Caraya's pink Moscato. Drink responsibly.
It's all about the fastest growing reggae show in the land without a doubt. Right here on the Street 919 FM. Each and every Sunday from 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. With yours truly, MC Duke, alongside Selector Kochi. So make it a date and don't be late. Rock and come in, so line up, link up, creep up. You don't know reggae rock each and every Sunday. Salute Gadamawe, King Selassie.
Reset expectations.
Babe, summer's coming up. We really should start planning the real vacay.
You mean the one after we take a break with the kids?
We can hear you.
Start planning your getaway trip with Caribbean Layaway's 0% interest and flexible payment plan.
One thing for sure, flying Caribbean is the way to go.
It's no fun without us, right? Mom? Dad?
Flight attendants, prepare for takeoff.
For everything you do, Caribbean Airlines, we got you.
Roger Garraway and its community of creatives present The Royal Exhibit, a 3-day art exhibition, Wednesday, April 27th to Friday, April 29th. Queens Park, Savannah. Daily start time, 11:30 a.m. to 6 p.m. Under the auspices of the MP for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gaspidal. The greatest and finest pieces ever witnessed by local artists in Trinidad and Tobago will be on display for purchase. Come to this wonderful event and walk away owning a masterpiece that can be displayed in your home or passed down for generations to come. Roger Garraway has now made his mark on the international market, breaking barriers and setting the standard high. He and his group of friends will wow you with their out-of-this-world pieces. This event cannot be missed. You can also enjoy the opportunity to browse and purchase fantastic one-of-a-kind handmade art and craft pieces created by local designers from the community. Special guest appearances by Patrice Roberts, Michael Edwards and friends, Iwer George, Roxanne Lane, Gracie, and Joey Rivers and his band. Food and drinks on sale. Secured parking for all vehicles and all COVID-19 protocols will be observed. Special thank you to the Member of Parliament for St. Anne's East, Dr. Nyan Gaspidal.
Well. Are you ready for that boat experience again? The Sea Champion and the Embassy say, book with us for that unforgettable boat ride experience. Sea Champion boarding at Kings Wharf, San Fernando, and the Embassy boarding at Breakfast Shed, Port of Spain, or Westside Trinidad. For more information, call 399-5959, 281-4723, and 299-4227, or email us at coralvisiontT@gmail.com. Book now and reserve your cruise.
Dr. Livette. Join him right here on your radio every Friday afternoon from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. for your dose of the health and wellness in a program that is sure to change your life. Popular for promoting Livette rather than diet, Dr. Livette has transformed a number of lives nationwide and is now live on the Street 919 FM every Friday from 5:05 p.m. Tune in and also learn about the U-Juice to build your immunities and promote overall great health. Dr. Livette on the Street 919 FM this and every Friday from 5:05 p.m. to 5:35 p.m. It's time that you live.
Shop at New City Mall and check out our premium selection of high-quality clothing and accessories for men and women. Save on all items with competitive prices and courteous service throughout the entire mall. New City Mall is located in the heart of Port of Spain with entrances at 3 Charlotte Street and number 41 Independence Square. We offer a variety of shirts, long and short sleeve, round and V-neck tops, vests, caps, hats, sunglasses, briefs, boxers, shorts, swim trunks, denim, jeans, long and 3/4, socks, sneakers, casual and athletic, shoes, dressy and fashionable, dresses, formal and casual, skirts, lingerie, undergarments, and a wide range of accessories. Come check us out as we also have clothing and accessories like Levi's, Clarks, Armani Exchange, Hollister, American Eagle, Ralph Lauren, Nike Air Force and Air Max, Puma, Adidas, Timberland, Academics, Aeropostale, Old Navy, Forever 21, Hanes, Dockers, Guess, Converse, and so much more. We have barbers, hairstylists, as well as weave and wigs on sale. All at New City Mall. Like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram. Sale, sale, sale.
Eyes, Value Optical Eyes. Get expert care for your eyes and really great buys. This Easter at Value Optical, get a super 40% off frames, plus extra savings with the purchase of Supernova or Transition lenses. Enjoy these Easter savings until April 24th at all Value Optical stores. Special conditions apply. And really great. Value Optical, expert care for your eyes.
This is Bishop Aaron Williams from the Divine Problem Solving International Ministries, inviting you to be part of our broadcast on any given Thursday night from 12 midnight right on to 5 a.m. on Friday morning. And this broadcast is called Early Morning Gospel Market Program. Then we have on Tuesday from 12 noon to 1 p.m. the Holy Ghost Gospel Pharmacy. If you are sick and ailing, you can get from this particular pharmacy, from the pharmacist, the good things of life. Hallelujah. And any Saturday from 10 a.m. to 12 noon, break into the host of the Philistines. Hallelujah. If you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, hearing the babel of false doctrines that you encounter daily, it's about time you get close to God. God's word direct from his throne room in the name of Jesus.
God has good plans for his people. Why do you worry so much?
Are you experiencing terror, experiencing pain? Poor mood, stress driving you insane. Free yourself from all this hell. Something in life yet to make you well. Dispel all the ills that your body stores and prevent yourself from resisting more. Don't worry, nothing will trouble you, cause the fountain of life here to protect you. For info, call 620-9379 or 309-4697.
Share the live. Share the live. The Street 919 FM on Facebook and Instagram. Share the live. Iowa George on Instagram. Share the live. Iowa TV and Street TV on YouTube. Share the live. The Street 919 FM.
Thank you so much for staying with us. Thank you so much for staying with us, Trinidad and Tobago. Approximately 7 minutes after the hour of 5 o'clock, we have inside with us Len Capital Certificates. How you doing?
I'm great, Aisha Wells, and how are you today?
I am awesome. How are you?
Nice to hear that. So where are we going today?
Well,
I took your question.
Yeah, I mean, we just go all over the place, so where you want to start?
Well, I was asked off air to talk about, when is the right time to scale your business? And due to the fact that most entrepreneurs base some of their decisions or lack of decisions on fear, I believe an entrepreneur needs to have certain base foundations, certain mantras that help you throughout situations. One of my personal favorites, the acronym for FAIR, means false evidence appearing real. And if something is false but it appears so real to you, you wouldn't understand that it's fake. And that's what fear does. Any business owner, any entrepreneur, if you don't have what I will call a healthy dose of fear or healthy dose of paranoia, you shouldn't be in business.
Interesting.
Because, as I said last week, I said there are two types of people in this business world. There are what we would call the madmen, and the other side of that is the man who operates on faith. Now, if you understand the definition of the both, it's one and the same. Because if you go back to the Bible, whether you're religious or not, when you decide to follow Jesus, as they said, and walk on water, that is something a madman would say, and it will also take a madman to do it. But the faith Jesus would have had by saying to the guy, look, walk on water, and also for John, I believe it was, who decided to follow him and walk on the water, they would say he's a madman as well. But he operated on faith. Opening a business, operating a business, or even deciding to do so takes a certain amount of faith. I would say it takes a lot of faith, because when you think about these technological companies or certain inventions that are out there, or eating establishments, membership shopping establishments that are very huge in the industry, they operate on a large amount of faith. Now, I am from Trinidad and Tobago, just as most of our listeners are.
Right.
And in the Trin City area, you would know there was always Trin City Mall. Over the road from Trin City a couple of years ago, could have been about 3 or 4 years ago, they opened a few food establishments. Now, Trin City Mall, as most of us know, already had food places where you can go and sit and eat and dine, restaurants of that nature. The place over the road, and I'm talking about literally meters, you can walk from one destination to the next, decided to open their doors to the public over the road from Trin City Mall. Now, the average person looking on will say, well, whoever is doing that has to be a madman. Because why would you try to compete with Trin-City Mall?
Exactly.
Trin-City Mall is not what we would say a snotty nose company.
Nah,
right?
they're around long.
They are around long time. They
have a reputation.
Correct. But this group of companies decided, look, we're opening right over the road from them. And when they did so, most people would know, and if you have any Trin-City area, you can check it out for yourself. When they opened, the car park was filled with cars.
Wow.
And if you pass there now, it's still filled with cars. So it says to me that if you were to listen to the average person, that will tell you, no boy, that's not making sense, that's fair. But it was a false evidence appearing real. When you opened and you realize, look, there are people who are willing to come to your establishment. Because I remember calling a good friend of mine at the time, he's also a great businessman, and I asked him, I said, when they opened, did the building come with cars? Did it come with its own shoppers? He said, well, what kind of question is that? I said, because, you know, if we were to tell someone, look, let's start a business over the road from Trin-City Mall, they'll say it never worked.
Yeah.
But there it is, somebody was brave enough, somebody had enough faith to believe that what they were doing, they did it at a very high standard. And it's been working out. It's been 4 years, pandemic, through pandemic, post-pandemic, and they're still open. So I will say to anyone, as you asked earlier, when is the right time to scale your business? As soon as you ask yourself that question, is the right time. Yeah. If you ask yourself...
Explain this.
Because, okay, let's take, for example, like I saw, if I could mention it, Robert and his wife playing Ludo. Now, they may not notice I'm very observant.
You observe everything.
I observe everything. So I noticed them playing the game of Ludo. And let's say when I decided to invent the game, I restricted it to my friends and family alone. And I didn't decide to make it a public game or anything of the sort. What would have happened is that today, Robert and his wife would not have been able to enjoy the game of Ludo. And it is as simple as that when you own and operate a business. We touched on the hustler mentality versus the body of the entrepreneur a couple of weeks ago. And a hustler would always ask, should I scale my business? An entrepreneur would ask, when can I scale my business? Because I don't want to have any business, whether it be land capital certificates or the other group of companies underneath us, only limited to the Port of Spain area or the Chaguanas area. There's a saying that I also have, a mantra base that says, think global, not local. And that is one of the mindsets that I live with every day. So if any business that I get involved in, if I cannot think global, I don't think about the business. Because it means I'm going to be limited in the way I want to do things and the way I want to operate. And for me, which is why I would have said just now, if you think about scaling, scale. Because that's the only way you can hit your targets. Sometimes we think, okay, I have one establishment, but I want to make $1 million. I like that number. I want to make $1 million a month. How do I go about it? And we believe, okay, if I have a store, let's say 100 feet by 100 feet, we want to fill the store to the roof with items. And we believe if I have $1 million worth in items at one location, then I can make $1 million. But what if you have $150,000 worth in items at 10 different locations?
True.
Because one, like me, I don't like the Port of Spain and environs for one reason. There's nowhere to park. When I come out my nice vehicle, I don't want to park down the street and walk 15-20 minutes in the hot sun to get a product when I can go to another area that probably has less traffic, and there are a lot of people that think like me or has the ability, the capabilities to afford a drive-through, or maybe other establishments in the vicinity, in the building, that I can patronize as well, or do some window shopping while I'm on my way to purchase this product and or service. So scaling would allow me to do so. It would allow more customers the opportunity and the availability to get to my product, as opposed to just saying, oh, look, I have a store or a booth in a particular mall and we have everything there. I am not, if I live Barrackpore, I don't care how good your product is. I'm not leaving Barrackpore to come to Port of Spain for a product that may be $5 cheaper, because that's what we say, well, my product is $5 cheaper. The diesel alone, the gas alone, the time alone is going to cost me a lot more to leave Barrackpore to come to Port of Spain to purchase the product. However, if your product or service was available, let's say in San Fernando or in the environs of Barrapo, I may be willing to purchase. And this is the reason for scaling, understanding that to get to your targets, sure. Wow, yeah, because I remember I was telling you I had the issue with the WhatsApp. Yeah, so in order to grow your business, scaling is one of the number one things. When an entrepreneur starts a business, he never thinks one location. Most entrepreneurs, and you know us by the way we speak, like if you spoke to me, I would tell you my desire has always been to have 4 to 5 locations. Port of Spain, Curep, Arima, San Fernando, Tobago.
Yeah.
Always been. And that's my local locations, my local aspirations, as it were, where I would want locally. Then when we start to talk further into when the business grows and I have encompassed the market of Trinidad, I would now start to tell you I would love to go up the islands. So I would choose the nearest island here based on flight time, and I would start traversing there. So I'd put my, I think when I had checked it the last time, Barbados was one of the closer ones.
Yeah.
And cost-wise as well. So I want to open a location in Barbados, and then I would go St. Vincent, and then Jamaica. And this is how I think. And before long, Land Capital Certificates will be an internationally recognized name because of how we think. And that can only be achieved through scaling. And if I was to think, well, I don't know what the market would do, and I'm not sure how it will respond. What if we have another lockdown? I would call this a fallacious statement, that we think the groups of companies or the conglomerates, because of their science, they understand business very well. They don't. If you know how they invest their money and where they invest their money, I can tell you, they put their monies with what we call the madmen. The men who just on a whim woke up one morning and decide, look, I want to buy this social media giant because I have some extra few billions in my bank account. Let me send them a tweet and let them know I'm interested in purchasing your company. The conglomerates will not do that because they operate on science. They would, and if you think about it, we always talk about the richest men in the world, not the richest companies of the world. A company would invest where these men are, not vice versa. So when you have, these big guys purchasing these companies, part of their assets and liabilities, part of their accounting status would be these bigger companies investing in them, but a very small portion. The guys who own 90 to 95% of their businesses, they do crazy things like I mentioned last week. You sold a company for 10 million and you took that 10 million and invested in another company and went by your friend to sleep on his couch. That's madman actions. A conglomerate will not do that. One, they have too many red tape or bureaucracy, as we would call it. They would have to get too many approvals to make a crazy decision like that, and they lack the flexibility to do so. He was able to do so, and hence the reason he's the richest man in the world today.
Yeah. All eyes are on him.
All eyes are on him.
Everything he does now.
And I mentioned him last week, and if anyone listened and they went and they would have bought stock in his company last week, it went up, I believe, $12 or $13 within 7 days. And they had to lock it down because obviously, it's popular, it's trending. And I also said that when a company becomes popular or trending, the man who wants to now run and buy stocks, you're not an investor. The persons who invested there before he decided to buy that company for $44 billion will become billionaires once that sale is completed. And then you'll hear about them. They will start to do programs on the radio, they'll have programs on YouTube talking about how they made an investment in this company, and this crazy dude just woke up one morning and bought it for $44 billion, and they may have invested $3-4 million in it, and now they're worth $150 million. And they are the real investors. The person who bought the stocks when it was popular, you might make a couple $100,000.
But nothing much to talk about.
Nothing much. And if you think about it, somebody will say, look, Lensa Campbell Aisha was $100,000 a lot of money, not compared to $44 billion. $100,000 is, I don't even know what would you phrase that? If you have an option to earn $44 billion, or your company sold for $44 billion, as opposed to earning $100,000, that's I think that's depression.
I see the point.
Yeah, that's like, I would probably go into some sort of depression knowing that, wait, I could have had a taste of that $44 billion and all I'm settling for now is $100,000. And that's what we tend to do because we don't understand how investment really works. And when they started this company years ago, I think when I did the research, it was 12 or 13 years ago they started. They didn't know it would be sold for $44 billion. They had no clue. Most of these companies are started in a room no bigger than this. And today they own buildings, they own parkways, they own expressways, they own hotels, they own malls, they own shopping centers. But they started right here. And they are being sold for $44 billion. So just imagine if you own, let's say, 25% of that company. If my maths is good, you'd walk home with close to $10 billion. When your investment into it may have been close to $1 million or upwards of $1 million. And you're now going home with $12 billion if you own 25% of that company. And that is what I want persons to understand. So if you ask me, should I scale my business? Yeah. If you're not interested in scaling business, get out of it.
I understand.
And this is what these big companies do as well. They take smaller companies that don't wish to scale and they buy them out. We have companies right here in Trinidad that has done it. The baking company that sells the bread that a lot of us don't like, but it's easily available in most groceries and shops. On our way home, they stand up on the side of the road selling it to us. They buy out any bakery that starts to make a name for itself. They show up and they buy them out because they understand that either one, the person doesn't want to scale, two, don't understand how to scale, or three, they probably just can't afford to, or they think they can't afford to scale, or they shouldn't scale. That company shows up, knocks on their door, offers them a price, and boom, they're now a conglomerate, as we would call them. But these companies understand what it takes to invest, why they should invest, why they should scale, why they should advertise. I've always said it. Admire some of these companies that we see every day. The big ones always advertise. They don't need to. There's a fast food chain that advertises everywhere. On your laptop, on your phone, you're driving on the highway.
And you ask yourself, why?
Because I'm the biggest and I want to stay the biggest.
Yeah,
my dad will always say, uneasy is the head that wears the crown.
So they're always looking for competition, even when there is none.
And exactly. So if I always keep myself ready, you can never, and I call it a healthy dose of paranoia. You're always paranoid that, hey, somebody might be coming up. So let's advertise. Let's keep it big. Let's, this our soca artist here who did that beautiful song for, I think it was soca this year, right, 2022. She's now an ambassador for that water company that you have next year, Console.
Yeah.
And I'm sure when she wrote that song, she's probably thinking, hey, I'm going to get a call and do some advertising, and the dollars would be flowing in. Because I've seen, I don't even know how big that poster is on the highway, probably a 30 by 10 or something banner on the highway. So again, you have to know and understand what it takes to scale, why you should scale, and don't ever wonder. Yes, scale. Scale right now, scale today, scale as big as you can, as fast as you can. But there are other principles to it. It's not just say, all right, I'm going to open a location and, you know, it's done at a poor level or substandard level. These conglomerates, as we call them, they maintain a very high standard or higher than their competition. And it allows them to stay in the race. That same fast food outlet, I would always say their taste is not the best, but it's consistent. And it's also dependable. You can get it almost everywhere in Trinidad. I don't know how many locations they're up to now. They open 24/7 in some places, which is why they stay number one.
Well, people, feel free to call us. I'm getting some messages online. They're asking us for a number for Len Capital Certificates. I'm going to put it in the chat, so give it to us.
Sure. Our number to call is 324-LEN. That's 324-5366. You can also search for us. You just type in Len Capital. That's Lenn Capital on Google, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, on all the social media platforms. You're going to get information about us. If you call 324-LEN and you wish to speak to me, just ask anyone who answers that phone. Is it possible I can speak to Mr. Campbell or have him call me back?
Gotcha.
I need some advice, because we often think that consultation is only for business. But consultation works very good for personal as well. And when you're into the world of business, I mean, what this guy is doing right now, I would tell most persons, he's not operating out of business. He's not thinking about business side of it. But because he's so versed at what he does, everything he touch will be money.
Caller, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon, Aisha Wells, and no, it's good evening, it's after 6, sorry.
Hi, how are you?
Good evening to Len Capital. I just want to compliment him, you know, as a reservoir of knowledge, you know, that he's dispensing to the public. Len, Warren Buffett made a statement that getting into business is not no great science. He said two things, a rational mind and plenty common sense. In the sense of a rational mind, he say when take a 100-ton truck and go cross a bridge that's saying 10 tons to pass over. And he said that's basically business in the simple way, a rational mind. What do you think about that? Thanks, brother, for the knowledge.
Thank you.
Well, I mean, Mr. Buffett, he's one of the guys that I admire. In the way he does business, most persons would know he has 92 companies under his belt. And if he says that, he makes a lot of sense. It would trying to take a 10-ton truck and drive it over a 1-ton bridge doesn't make sense. And a rationally minded person would understand that. A businessman would see an opportunity. Let's say there's a 1-ton bridge and he owns a piece of land next to that bridge. He's going to build a bridge that can facilitate 10 tons and charge a toll. And he becomes a businessman, and we say, oh, he's great at what he does, and he's a visionary. But he saw that there was a problem, and he didn't decide to complain about it and say, well, no, the government needs to do this, and the 1% does need to do that. He said, you know what, I own that piece of land, or maybe I can figure out who owns the piece of land next to the bridge, and I'm going to...
You see this?
No, I didn't see it.
Newsday, 3 hours ago.
It says...
Secretary and CEOs are claiming that Trinis aren't investors, just savers.
That's true.
You know, there's my next topic. Eh?
Yes.
Find this article, read it.
I would.
And let we discuss it.
I would.
What does that mean for our economy?
It's sad.
Future?
And I've been saying
They're admitting it now in the papers.
Yeah, I've been saying that we don't understand what investing is.
Wow.
And we don't have, I mean, if you're in with Len Capital, I can tell you you're in a great space. But most other companies, conglomerates, they don't have the capacity to flex and make decisions and the adaptability that is required to become, you know, as great as they would like to be. They follow the trends. That's what companies usually do. They jump on the bandwagon, as I would call it. Len Capital Certificates is not like that. We understand what investing is. We've done, when we did the research, over 65 years of knowledge on how to invest, where you should invest, how much you should invest, the time into invest. And I can tell you it's every day. As soon as an opportunity presents itself, you take advantage of it, and then you learn. We may say, well, okay, I invested one when I lost, but that's learning. And you learn more from losing than from gaining. And Warren Buffett also said as well that he don't talk much about the losses that he's made. Everybody focuses on how much money he's made, and he don't focus on the losses. He focuses on what his next step is and how much money he can make from his next project or his next venture. So, you know, continuing along the topic of him, I would say he's a good man to follow. Len Capital Certificates, my name is Leinster Campbell. I'm a great man to follow as well. If you need information as to how to invest, why you should invest, saving, you know, I've heard someone said it, and I think when I first came on the program, I said that. Persons would say to me, no, I save for a rainy day. And I remember asking one young lady, I said, in some parts of the world it rains every day. So what are you going to do then? The man who has options invested. He started investing small, he learned, he earned money, he invested, and that investment gave him options that he can now do different things. He can buy cars, he can buy homes, he can buy businesses, whatever his passion is. He can, like us, train people how to own and operate businesses, purchase companies, teach them how to do business, how to operate at the level and the capacity that we do. So there's a lot of different formulas, but it's very simple. And you don't have to open a business to be a business owner. For example, the wheel was already invented, or as the example I was just using with the bridge. You don't need to invent a smaller truck that could carry 10,000 tons or 10 tons. You can probably do a bridge that takes 10 tons. So there are simpler ways, and that's how business persons operate. Or that might be another idea. A guy would make a 1-ton truck that size, use different materials that could take the capacity of 10 tons. But then it still can't cross the bridge, because if the bridge can only hold one ton at a time, it's the same issue you're going to run into. So that's what business is about, and understanding that, seeing your vision. And I would say to all entrepreneurs, when you're into business, don't listen to the naysayers. If you believe that it can work, if you think you're crazy, go out and do it and try it. Even if you fail at that business, you don't lose. That's another base that I have. I don't ever lose. Either I win or I learn. And once you start having these sort of mantras, this billionaire mindset, as it were, the outcome will definitely be success. And the billionaire mindset, sorry.
Let's see who's there. Caller, you live?
Yes, Aisha. And to the gentleman there. I remember hearing Kirpalani telling Umbala one time, we used to tell you, the clothes hangers and stuff, and we sitting right there. And he told him, saving money has no value. Using up the money has the value. And I never forget that. When I went to live in Providence, Rhode Island, I told a man that, and he stepped and he watched me. And after that, he always, anytime I pass, he always called me, tell me something. Because saving money has no value. If they have $10,000 in the bank, and a place down you are selling for $10,000, then you go for the $10,000, somebody buy it already. So the money in the hand is always better than money in the bank also. Because it has better value. You can always get something. Every time you go for the money in the bank, somebody then pays for what you have. So you have money in your pocket at all times. That of the bank has nothing in it. You have no profit in the bank. Thank you.
Wow. I can't help but pay attention to Marshall changing his brand from Marshall Monday to Millie, an event where he goes to separate countries around the world, books out a hotel there, and his fans follow him for a weekend of activities, from soca, music, you name it. So he's showing room by room videos of what's going on. So it's the first day is today. Let me just give you a tour. Marshall is a brander, you know.
Of course.
And this entire experience, entire experience costs, that's where he's heading next, by the way.
To Cancun.
This entire experience costs persons $5,000 US. He gave them a year to prepare, and every room is sold out.
See?
Trainees have boarded that flight today.
Of course, and you know why? Because if you look at him, what Marshall does, he grabs attention. And his service is impeccable. I've been to one of his shows in the Madison Square Garden, and he is the only person, the only local person, meaning from the Caribbean, not from America.
Look, this is for his pool party this evening.
Right, that was able to sell out a show at the Madison Square Garden at the standard and the level at which he does things. So his team?
Listen, he showed you every step of the way. So there's going to be a parade. Tribe is there with him. Patrice Roberts, Voice. He take Carnival from Trinidad and carry it to Mexico for a weekend. All inclusives, you name it. What you would expect to get at a carnival experience in Trinidad for a month, he puts it in one event. This was the band's rehearsing yesterday. He shows you everything. He even yesterday, I not even in Millie. And I hear saying, Lord, what did I do? So this is his management team.
You see what I said?
Getting ready the day before to prepare for guests arriving. Tribe doing their costumes, packages, and display. As you reach with your room service, your costume is delivered to your room. All of that is included in the overall stay.
Of course.
You could tell me this man moved the event from Trinidad to a whole other country, and his fans followed him.
You know what song I love by Marshall the most, and I always said is when he was at his highest, is that song he sang with Desha Garcia, where they said the was calling him a madman. He wasn't shaving his beard. And they said that. They said Marshall is a madman, and I just proved it. There are two types of people in this world: madmen and men who have a lot of faith to run and operate businesses.
So when your country decides I'm not keeping a carnival this year,
no problem.
No worries. All you want to fat, all you have a year to plan.
Exactly. And it's going to be safe.
Everybody has to be tested to get into the hotel.
Right.
There's no violence because everything is on one compound and one ground. The car park is there for the big trucks, and you could run around the car park whole day.
And I'm telling you an experience that you've never gotten before. Yeah, Marshall is a madman. I agree. I like him. And that is what it takes to be an entrepreneur.
And we were talking about expanding. You
Yes.
think when because he was in the height of his career with Marshall Monday, he could have
Yes.
sell out that for 500 more years.
Yes.
But something in him said, you know what? And I know what it was, because, you know, being in the industry, you
yes.
understand? In his mind, he saw his numbers attending his events getting a little bit smaller. He was paying attention to the
yes.
crowd.
You have to. Drunk or sober, mind your business. My mom always says that.
Young people started to go to the Zessin Fets and Soca, started to take a little dive.
Right.
So he moved with the cheese. Let me put it that way.
Yeah. And do the math.
Change the whole game. Who could compete with that now?
No. And you'd be second to the party. He's already done it. So you have to join him, or you're second to the party, and you don't want to be second behind him.
Of course not.
So have you bought your ticket?
Me, I here in Trinidad working hard and watching people putting on prime costume in Cancun. This started today.
And this is why there's another, I call it a malicious statement, meaning that's something people should not say. That statement when they say things are hard, how much you said was for a ticket?
$5,000 US.
You sure?
Yeah.
Not Guyanese, not...
No, US dollars.
Monopoly
Men
money.
take loan for this, you know. But they used to take loan for Carnival anyway. That's why I asked my friend who went. A normal girl, she's from Mova, public servant. I saw her shopping all through town to get things for white costume and for this, and you have everything. And I'm asking her, I say, but lover, it's $5,000 US to go there. How you manage? She said, girl, when I study how much money I used to spend from January to February, you know, all them all-inclusive and all them little events and thing, it really worked up to the same thing. So I just take my loan and say, you know what, I'm going to give myself this experience.
And then you talk to persons and they say, well, I couldn't get $35,000-$40,000 to start a business or to make an investment. And they will tell you, why don't you have an investment for $200 or $300? But you take $40,000, because that's just for the ticket, right?
Yeah.
Is it inclusive of airfare?
No, inclusive of everything. 5,000 is room. They have different prices, mind you. 5,000 is the lease.
The lease, okay.
Right, so you'll get probably a standard size room with all the activities. Your costume may be a little scaled down compared to those who would have paid, let's just say, $10,000 US.
Right, correct.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So yeah, she got the lower package. But yet you have access to the same things, just you ain't gonna be in the VIP section.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, understood. And
For
that's...
5,000 US, I want to be in the VIP on top the stage. Listen.
You want to be drinking when you have Marshall his tea, you want your tea one time.
Yeah. But
exactly.
Trinis took it.
They took it, and this is why I would say to the persons listening who wondered just now, should I scale my business? Should I try my new idea? Yes. And Marshall has what I would call momentum. He's been doing it. What age he sang Too Young to Soca, do you know?
About 5 or 4.
4 years old.
Yeah,
and
around
he's,
that age.
What, 50 now? Close to 50?
Marshall could be for 47.
So let's say for 42 years of momentum takes you to this.
He had the high tea career, Marshall. After this, Marshall.
Yeah? Who knows what he'll do now?
Listen, first Marshall happy. Marshall buy a piece of land up in Toko, pour up a wooden house, and he and his wife lives off the land. They are farmers now.
They're farmers, yeah?
And everybody thought he was mad when he do that too. You could have buy a condo in one Woodbrook place. You could buy a house here, a house there, and you gone in the bush to live.
Because he's a madman and he's smart. When the pandemic hit, did you think he was?
The man was making cocoa. Exactly. The man was growing cocoa up in the country, showing you how he planted the cocoa and they call him a madman.
So, I'm right.
When you see Marshall, he is the least dressed artist. Marshall will wear sneakers. Adidas, he doesn't like big brands. I noticed that with him. A regular t-shirt and he tie a rag on his head and he wave. Marshall can afford to wear red bottoms and Louis.
He doesn't need to. He's his own brand. And it's the same with me. You've known me. You've seen me out of what I love, my professional attire, and it's the same. I'm always branded in my own way. I have nothing against the big brands, but you need to understand, if you have a goal in mind, if you're that madman or you have that amount of faith, it has to start with you. I can't be preaching lend capital certificates all over the place and then I'm
advertising somebody else. Closing comments, Len.
My closing comments today would be, if you're a madman or madwoman, if you have faith or you need the right direction with your faith, feel free. just give me a call. I have customers that just want to randomly talk, a 5-minute, 10-minute conversation, maybe about an idea they have, one issue they've been going through. Feel free to give us a call. We understand, even though our company, our base is finances, we understand that investments is not just only about money. And one thing you would learn from having a conversation with me, that there's more to life than just attaining money. The billionaire mindset doesn't require or doesn't only reference to dollars and cents. It references to a mindset that you need to have. And the billionaire mindset for now is the highest point. If we have our first trillion in the next couple of years, we may have to change the name of this program.
I think so.
But for now, this is the billionaire mindset. My name is Leinster Campbell. I thank you very much for listening to me today. And I was, how would I say that? I had the pleasure of having the young, the lovely Miss Aisha Wells in my company today, as
Thank
always.
you. People, we're just pausing for a short pause. When we come back, I'm just going to open up the phone lines as we get ready to get to the end of the program. Let's go.
No place in this world I'd rather be sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love up my country, sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can be good for me. All these years I spent abroad in it, call longing to be home. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. Lord, I pray that some sweet day I will no longer have to roam. Trini to the bone, Trini to the bone. The problems we have are plain to see. We prove we can stand the scrutiny. All I know that true democracy. How we vote is not how we party. There's no place like home, some people say. Though some have to leave to make their way. But in your hearts I know their destiny. So come home and big up the country. Sweet, sweet TNT. Lord, how I love of this country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Lord, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can be good for me. From Cuba to Signal Hill. Arima to Charlottesville. Matla down to Port of Spain. We play in my solo rain. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. No place in this world I'd rather be. Style just change, man rearrange, and that gone clear. 'Cause nothing can compare to a Trini rising. No, no, no. Oh, nothing can compare to a Trini rising. No, no, no. As crazy as we might seem to be, we still fight to be a family. Indian, African, or a Chinese, Syrian, French, Creole, or Portuguese. We blessed with a spirit fiery. Some people say God is a Trini. Sweet woman parade abundantly. Now the problem is plain to see. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. There's no place on earth I'd rather be. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can be good for me. Westmoreland to Luxy Road. From Sando to Mayaro. From Pina to Grand River. Sweetness in abundance everywhere. Sweet, sweet TNT. Oh, how I love of my country. Sweet, sweet TNT. All this sugar can be good for me. No, 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 no. Na, 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 na. Sweet TNT. Islands in the sun.
All right, good looking people. We literally have about 5 more minutes. But I want to... Wait, now, you mean to tell me I scroll long and miss the thing? Damn. So I wanted to play for you guys a recording of the suspect who turned himself in. His attorney, as they walked into the police station at 2 a.m. today. And I'm scrolling back here to see if I find it now. Also in the news, Massey's stores has shut down because of hackers who hacked them online. People tell me WhatsApp has been giving problems all day. So people are, suspecting something may be happening in the cyber world. All these things are making news. I'm going to open up the lines and take your calls. Where did I find that? I found it on Ian Allen page. I think it's Ian Allen page is where I found that. So let me see if I find it. Let me see Ian's page. Hold on. All right, that's what I saw it. Was it? Maybe. Yeah, no. All right, yeah. So let's play this.
Well, this morning I believe he would have made a complaint to the police complaints authority. I am not privy to what exactly he told police complaints authority. No, actually, it's my concern at this stage. However, in terms of having a fair inquiry investigation, if allegations are made against someone, he understands that that he needs to be questioned by the TTPS also. So to facilitate that questioning process, we carried him in this morning about 2:30 around there. So, and well, he was injured. He had some gangrene in his foot or something. So he went to the hospital also. So there will be a questioning process, and we take it from there. That would have transpired earlier on, probably around 9:30 last night, I believe. Okay, so that impression would have been created because there wasn't a protective mechanism that he felt comfortable with. So I must actually commend the PCA and PCA actually, they provided that protective mechanism. And so therefore he was able to go into them to speak. And I think that initially he asked us to contact the PCA on his behalf, which we did, which my law firm did actually. But post that initial contact, I believe that communications may have been directly between the PCA or someone of his agents to facilitate his, him being picked up last night by them, and that whole process to bring him in safe. I would say he is being housed by the TTPS. I do not know exactly where he is. It's a twofold process because I am also informed that he wishes to make a report for attempted murder against his life. For that report, I am not his attorney. I'm not involved in that process, nor do I want to know about that report. With respect to any other incident that may arise with respect to any allegations by the TTPS against him, I would represent him in that regard. So it's two ways. I stop at the point if he wishes to make a report against an officer of the TTPS from the Western Division. I stop at that point. I'm not involved in that.
All right, people. So you have heard his attorney. Feel free to get in with us. Let's have your say on the issue. Any issue you want to raise, you can only do so now because we're getting ready to shut down. Caller, you live. Caller, go ahead, you're live.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Yeah, well, we have a little problem, but I'll still speak. Aisha, I don't understand when the gentleman became a suspect, and if you're a witness, they can put you into the house, right? They wouldn't look to search for you or anything like that. And my concern is, if something something like that happened, only one witness was there at the scene. Based on what I'd heard previously, is that there were a lot of things going on there and people brandishing stuff and whatever. I can't say the exact thing, I don't remember it now. So was it just this gentleman there? You know, I want to know if there's no other witness around that during the time the person, the victim, meaning the police officer, was killed. I'm confused, and when this first happened, I remember, I think it's Mr. Alexander on the paper saying that people are posting pictures and they shouldn't do that and stuff like that. And so I want to know when he became a suspect and when he became a witness, and if he's the only witness in this murder case. Have a good evening.
Hold on, please. Caller, thank you so much. Let's see who else is there. Hi, good afternoon. Hi, caller, good afternoon. You're live.
That's so nice, yeah.
Hi.
Well, first of all, my auntie lady, he's a witness there because he was accused, and then if he was there, he would have to witness what was going on. So that didn't say plenty people was there, but he become a witness to what's going on because he's not being charged with murder now. Simply case. So he wasn't the only person there, but he become a witness. So he said, see what's going on now. There was there, and I didn't kill nobody. He become a witness. Wouldn't be charged for murder. But at the same time, I don't know how a bullet could come to the back of somebody and the person in front to shoot them and go down the same direction. I believe something was taking place there. I don't know how it happened. But the witness will come up, the rest of the police will say what's going on, and let them say they check all the guns and stuff on it. They see which bullet come out of which gun and everything like that. And that's the only way. But I believe he'll probably just get that charge of being assembling with the gunmen or whatever the case it might be. So let's end the big all have a nice evening. Just enjoy the evening, and if you know somebody want a cup of tea, give them. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you. So, my good people, I just have about 2 minutes or so. You guys want to get in the next 2 minutes? How you feeling? Where you feeling? You think you could make it? My countdown is on. I have exactly 2 minutes. Who wants to be my last caller? Let's go. Caller, you live.
Oh, my dear, thank you.
2 minutes, love.
Okie dokie, I'll be as quick as I can be because this thing ranks. There is so much in there that it leaves you. But one thing I must say, that boy's mother should be given the award as Mother of the Year because she pleaded for her son. And here's the outcome, because if it wasn't for that, all now so he'd have been tried, judge and jury and hunted down and be the killer of this police officer because that is what all roads was leading to. But here it is now, a bullet in the back of his head, like some kind of execution style or something like that. But this young man's mother, she stood there with him, and I am so grateful for that. All she pleaded was for him to get a fair, because next thing you know, he was in thing with the police, and then they shot him in self-defense because they were fearful for their lives and so on. But there's so much going on in this little island, it's scary. Thank you so much, my dear. Bye-bye.
And just to let you guys know that the royal exhibit is going to be extended for another day. It's going to be extended until Saturday. I want to thank Mr. William Monroe and his entire team for that opportunity to allow persons to come in and really enjoy his art and, of course, make a purchase. So remember, the Royal Art Exhibit at the Queen's Park Savannah with Mr. Roger Garraway is extended by another day. Thanks, Mr. Monroe. So, my good friends, we're getting ready to shut down today's show. Let's see who else is here. Caller, you live?
Yes, good evening again, Aisha. Aisha, I listened to the mom. I played her interview because, at night I go and I play back things. I want to know what's going on in the news and what's going on in the country. And I heard the mother spoke. And she did talk about the behavior of her son. So if you all want to listen, yes, you all must listen to the news, listen to the individual. And Manu, of course, I understand
right, people, I'm out of here. Until tomorrow. I love you guys. Adios.